reporting o studio ha ya ba sore dumienu ene ne mpamu e wo show you so latest e ba e wo amono ne nsam ye be remu e wo latest a match say ba so ne ye be din komo nyame adoma basa ana afi Madrid wo mu latest ni nyina no ye ro nsam e de be ba ana afi be remu e wo Italian Serie A games and o be ba so ye be call in the German Bundesliga no na ya hwese de nyama e be sia ko players e pra e wo ba munchen and wo mo recover wo nsam no e te say ye ro nsam e ba enwa El Narusa wo mu bom game na enwa Ronaldo amobi na enwa and some CEO game no mo nsam nyina no ye ro nsam enso de ba live on the show at the American Champions League games and e cross so enwa Al Hilal wo mu any US order for na SMC order wo mu na boy na ye bedin komo pa area fasa match no na fare games and e ba so transfer news no and some enso go be remo e the local senior bedin komo na ya the Black Stars of Ghana trending internet no so friend ba technical team no said o ma beefing up ya won some ba manfozo oto no obetimi ya juma na aden amode bi be ka manfozo technical team the as beefy your set piece coaches your strikers coach and your coach ne dia nya de ba ko said manfonso ehunu so oto ntimi na wan maza ya ba hwe ene san komo ni nyina no ni aton sam so dia ba enaro pay and I feel league games and league games maso nyame adom atena maso amtie na Africa matches no and also be baso kotoko ne aduana and one later say na ya boa no aye dey ba production team and na aye solid this afternoon morning ya branch OKT ranking the top ranking member when is Shadrack and I feel precious no and wo mu bo adwuma ade my pa and I say and Newton Bitalate the video analyst overturning co shows no so akomea Messiah ba Michael Asare what do the sporting man overturning ka ana festival mu nyina no wonum aba be boye ndwuma de ediamaye and anope fancy de Maria and so matachi na anope nso no ya de eba na obaten atenase and anope yes watenase watching the Black Stars says them the Black Stars idea said to you what about US and Mexico and Canada you have been doing come on the man pay ndwuma de so me the Capo the Supremo sisters my sister young question of the day you drop at Dr. Muzo Adaruma into Batenka our Facebook Wontumi TV our Facebook no so na edwan yem feed no man no pay a new page ya bia no a QR code that dan channel what your phone camera no to so what the to so and also ebetimi aboana our page no so no a Wontumi TV page and ya no e di jumanti QR code no and a dan obi and I ne the FFF yi area 20 say ya and I'll be follow the procedure na bibianso ayekama ene anope Kut Morgan 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 is Morgan good morning machi me dasi an apology to Mr. Bepobi na me fan crazy machi me dasi now who you there good na Ghana for na kasa Ghana for team kobo problem ne say almost say Ghana for 18 technical team 18 technical members and Ghana for say dozen na say okoje nani Argentina money we mu de omo di bi ba pa they brought some but omo exclusive I am on media ade ne say wo ye bibia enu kwa say chenchena wo so mo bi hu but omo ma Ghana for hu entourage any padodo are involved e what technical team say nye bone ana no to nyade ana ademe no nches wo nyade because say Kim Lassie you on the Black Queens here adwuma yo so no so be boa so obia ne expect e wo adwuma nu na ono ne de he oto no Kim Lassie no am na be kuza you are my do ya of course no coach managers or your coach and yes you initiative say why didi ana didi so coach mada but no nches or back coach but last na kasa no Black Stars betimi da mano dachi we betimi da mano one dey nyan wan so a coach or the pedigree to handle it and nyan wan so betimi age Nigeria mo so mo kika no so no ne Ghana fo bi kika say as a juma no mo kofa nipa bibira ba no one quite performance one beka it is a adwuma ye see producers
yes
local news foreign news cameraman enti involved omo achi no doso ba yen kam obi hu sisi na tie on say this the hu screen em bia auto nkwa na touchline but Desmond of fair no kra no omo je no na adwuma pa ye set pieces enti o say Ghana ball game na enya corner bi ni free kicker oto ube hu say Desmond na sorry I all instructed ono so na adwuma ndimo nya abotrema coach why
enti dia say we 2x and say 3x
we need the MZ 3 honum 3
okay enti original kodo shiamai na me boa what's no beba
sa
we beba enti na me bisa
3x
which is
3x 4x
anyway for you so
hey I was young red now her Pasco about capsule said Tayachi and I know penemo ye kan Facebook no ya jumanchi o ba join Wontumi TV na afro abaso and I know pay ediama Pasco about capsules ball juma diama will leave ani nyina no ya leave support into me catch us a problem bia ba we dey pedro bi na afi eno e betimi aboa na bibia nsom aye kama diama he Pasco e wo adwaman so 0557453579 na afi wadi nkomo and then anope ye call ene natural company limited o madaroma ye wo jonso sem ana nneoma nkoye o jonso de mo apamye no jonso wote yawa ye prosla from ana anya bia e betimi aboa true man capsules no so ye recorrection ana afi balance lack of sexual driver wodro no Congo ointment no anso dumadia edi ye honamani nsa no e be hiri na adwarewe na honam ye ohina wodro ye Congo ointment 0249017101 na and come currency ventures a drono namu yarea dro say wanya kono wanya Felix and asembia and namu yarea and America was some more drono as Rami Shanini Gino Okaboma and ebetimi abwana afeni ama kama and so adiama Roman capsules near memedro we are permanent person punu opusunyaka e won pem wadro enye hindi aba mishanu so diabetes and afi about blood pressure and obeko 0246348334 nafi what in common power specialist about hospital yama me doctor kosu aduaya o wondro our dey badjuma na hepatitis no stomach ulcer fibroid and afi kidney problems ni nyina no yama me doctor kosu aduaya wono ewa kra kobenya SCP road ewa power hospital Baso Kumase Feyase Bosumchu road ewa aduaya Johnson mo water crowd worry control ewa Naji Estate 0244544422 nafi one yama me doctor akosu aduaya edim enkomo Cops Connect Limited Womadaroma Omo Connecto Edwako Akofo Cross say Obeso ko Europe and Asia North America US of and Canada kwai and some mabie o travel akoya juma o travel akosunya dia and no Cops Connect Limited Womadaroma yapa drivers and afi forklift operators yapa truck drivers warders and afi abane say auto mechanics amunyina no juma na pai ade amamo ene ede say samunya akwa monso monsabe kabi 0553732982 WhatsApp you woman ne nkomo bia obia no woman ne ebedi ye call seahorse waso ye we seahorse otraku coolant womu adaroma woka engine no obese obon pan ensu abeboa seahorse otraku coolant enu bim enso anababo nti anu ahye no so efe amame emma overheating en check no na afe eba ne se ne woka engine anwoden foforo kra beba mu a enu seahorse otraku coolant no ana make come from them commercial cars outdoor and private cars vehicles and trucks and the buses nina munya bia and abeboa 0550544133 na wa friend number mencho sikam and I don't pay Micho Sika and no twa roughly na was so like extra 850 star 25 as no a scratch for win or scratch here now for also marine a 5 series circle utabia also be win gaming commission woman as sanction at the amayanunti and yet me bound the road at the 5 series circle no also be me a scratch for win now for what the kakram area to bottom way and I'm a deep chat when I phone you and so much me up Lawson Beverages Limited Roma Daroma a Lawson Delayman capsules we are Bema or your bar watinka uni atinka feeling bieni was as a boy juma I want pem any idea nina so let me abwani no a Delayman capsules bitters mema edro bitters ube delay pen bitters and you delay man and I make come for Ediamadre German so betimi afre 0248-619-999 na wabon komo with Lawson Beverages Limited.
Midima Fueba Center doctor at the time abetoso enano patients yadebia tubian odiduo makati wabua kwa agogo school junction doctor at the time betoso biti sesto konjea de some ana diabetes hypertension oba na se bema ontime munyano kwa doctor at the time betoso no etima sayade ama bia so etima kamena no pai doctor atenase na so sankofo yade udu poko asema yera nso a doctor e hon ma na so no so ebo adwuma enso all the time extra to confess e won krapumpune mantemo we dey answer the doctor abekasa e was 0244774282 na so doctor at the time enso tomato so root natural product na enro miensa na dwei your ruta mixture na mpato se bia ba na malaria ana tetewa wunya ruta mixture ni bia ebetu ase deku anam anso atimi adamesa sa dwei wonom ya na malaria apamono na no so etimi kwano ati ruta live no mesawada so mojan insecurity ye na mpo emwo emadada nyama ensedan koye anam anso atimi ewo system ni mo anam so akwakofa na senai ayade so system no so problem abaho na mpo de tenese untimi enya adwuma se de wo so ya adwuma jiska gubotoma meso akopo ruta live na no so bo na bibia so etim enko kama ruta tonic no makacha sa typhoid ewuna na edwane typhoid fever do papa na so no etim abeja so FDA for edo stamp na so etim adi say jasa so bia so etim anombe wo pane dudu ma mesewa da anwa ka se ba bia to do bia wo kwa so etim akabe 0244485632 na so for and so etima kasa a weekend enti Tabia Company Industries and one yadi weekend no mpacho Tabia takumo bata free bi obane tafre be me tafre me si weekend no one tafre bia masa gorin sadan koye so for because from Monday to Friday where you juma sa just so ya ne so tafre bi na ne bra and sister takum now tafre
weekend need is wa kama chibuni adea e drupa manena bana tifu
ba so ba no peta kum ne dia brebra
yes
no dia so ba give me
double o jina weji
yes
because ade ne ye bom and yes enjoy your day
den so today
mon tafre mo de
we no nya se bia no o tu anu ma o wati gasama tikonya no anam so le treasure brand no Tabia ba capsules no e ba ne sisiade na tetanam so e da yam tim enso tema ba wonum bia anos e betu ase dia ma so Tabia ba mixture so the malaria jaundice so typhoid afei obo coffee tabati wish ajesh anti mami anya dia dinya no dia tare so Tabia ba mixture e betu ase anam enso ti da ba putu oja Kumasi Lake Road no so anam pache wa ne ya bojuma anu ati wo ne betim pharmaceutical ani aba subs na akwa on sabe kan ya dribe 0243686861 now so dem penny for akasa sense say men kan fanche Ghana for na so ti omum ti obibia amo bia official presence afi yesimo the second month ne and esa love month and intim esrawada bana beje nyama papa afafro makate na bibia so entim enko kama enso entim fama eba no washing machine ana opa eba no se TV ana opa wo pe air condition wo pe na se ne ebi so te some microwaves ana opa ni na okwa wo south echa kam e makate ba no sound system wo kona so sweat one kwa kojebe na bibia so eto kama I say everyday price for everyday people omonia manam amasa tete so wo se che Ghana fanya ade etudia ne so bo makacho ba bajibe na bias eto kama na no pai wo showroom so Ghana ntol ni ntwa so na the tensa sell for some atma bie mamu Kumasi no the tensa tafo showroom ya bie adum dia ya bie anom aynes ne Kumasi adum post office anos ya bie so sta wo ni chemo tano so so the tensa on so atma bie ama bias eto kama sachima mankase mabu ase ohoi tamale sunya nyina no wo ko showroom so na ya bie na so ko na so to ko nyama papa imuleta supplement no we aye kantanka ba pharmaceutical and research center we want ana diaba na mpato eboa system no sweat magina brane na mpo da nyama sweat makoye oni padwam ensweat mi da manti sebia dia channels and the system na emre ya dia bia twenwa na do consider do mesro imuleta supplement ana banom na bibia so atma waka mesewada akoda na so ni mbrofisha dum ye onombe mame o makoda nufo enka ana mpo oba pemfo dia channels so ntumi nombe mabia turn do bia kwa so be ka bi Alaska say so dan be fa ayo no a me patro be ma ya no asiesie ho na bia eto kama bon original wallpapers and blank curtains wallpaper 3D wallpapers and 5D natural designs now Alaska kwa kofa bi adiaba eba no sofa covers decorative waters and flowers artificial grass now come enso kwa kwajibe our Alaska Star Enterprise na bias eto akamodini ama papa enso eto bantima mu akumase no ze waduma me pato ya ne Prudential Plaza edition mo first floor Mrs. Anoche Plaza ya bodjuma and watch and cry your circle TikTok le one ma anaposo de wani chem tudwa ya ne MTTD office na anaposo Ecobank and edition mu ya bodjuma 0256330075 0200281080 na so ne 24 enso etma kasa again no e dwaso ase ebeto sen eno e SMS Vita eba mix and capsules me patronya do bi no ma ebebo ye person sam ranche no ba we se bia to asintiri etoton enya friend siatica no me patro de bo ni dia na atwe wa na do konse do me se wada kopa bi nom wono ma ebetu ase dama afa usisi o ya bema na oba ebo gaga o ya ba na mposa bema the test about week erection and atetero eno chi bema so premature ejaculation 2 minutes esia na ba se kwa tinka ana atekwa Smart Vita mix and capsules again about Buana Swed Wakajamo, but be a turn to our Ghana be a so qua. We sounds a better come. I have from 24 hours 0240616061 so no more and some at Macasa 3P. Gallic mixture and I'm translating Jasso Nampato Air Dupa Nas Abwa Nabwa Amanes menstrual pains and sweat Metuas Yadama Uyobia Namasa Anasato Anasin Senior Police and important cough and sweat macho Afe Onan Air Titi Stroke and the Anateto What Johnson Otia Ewomo What Johnson 10 Tama Miss Rawata Winner 3P Gallic mixture Libya and I'm answering Metuas Adama Sugar Level what was air normal Mr. Air 3P Gallic mixture and Abwa I'm to Tottenham and sweat welcome a beer turn drobia. Walk out with Samsung Abetima Kabi from 24 hours 0248928824 Ness on Akasa Kojak Farmer. When we're adding the Pobe Bre Adiaba, Nampart Udim Sunday, you Kojak Procodo, Sabia Ayadeso T about Gaga cold and Amposa flew Anatua. We know Kojak Air Proco Nibia, a bit to some answer at Midama. Now Kojak Chaco toothpaste now, when we're Adiaba Opesa Sona Pifita, Nampo Enawa Demapa, Miss Rawata, walk out with Samsung Abetima Akabe. And what the chance Kojak P any Kojak sensitive air tooth and opposite toothpaste and Kojak P any Kojak F mouthwash and anus etimo jaso with the answer Pepe now some what may so me pato Kojak Farmer or Okashi drug lane on Capo Punamantemo Kumasa Central Makatabo Juma 0244459597 now son of 21st at Makasa ABA Habakana Kadia Bodi and I won't say a new one. Yes, when you know, and you know, said you tear bra. So I was fresh, also be day at all. What there be draw Mawa. Now you train more Jumako and Nina on fire, second. Panie bi anwo wani ABA osofo solid man you brutal na me say bia ete cataract and asi wani no so obi on ma ade ben na ohu obesi atro crocodile we ase crocodile me patro Mozambique kwase Mozambique me sawada obeko ABA na so wani no bibia so etmo kama and so tim dem anya no nko a eba na hypertension stroke prostate enlargement and prostate cancer and etmo to liver and kidney problems and atetewa we dia so do ani betemo ABA ba kan ekonomo so etia bo kuma so kwada so dwuna se your member catch up and podoma ankro yaban Ebenezer preschool me patro the channel 0541565199 na so no so and so etia kase ye dia e chacha na ucha wai e betway tata Betway, we say a chacha commission of chacha professional. Chacha ya jatu so bi entwa. Ya bobo no said one. Ya bobo no ya be sani mama because that goes we courses you know man for this. Okay, why are there? Okay, tinyami sira. Na dumo wa no bia ba ko. Aso Greek. Okay, why are there? Avide akatia ma kokoro so. Akatia ma. Musumi we there. Musumi month of love and power. Month of love and power. We are good.
good to us.
That way. Be I think Musubi be any February.
Because February the lakaba.
Omo the lakaba pa. Green. Etina code no. Me say
and then 94 hours. Me 42. 7, 6 and a 5 hours.
I'm not passing for my 1,000 hours.
I no crown. Betway. And one no.
They say
for the love of the game.
Betting platforms all we are seeing for
the love of the game.
Ghana, Kenya, Yugoslavia, Tonga, Betway. Bet responsibly for the love of the game.
Ubedi.
Yes.
Amebaso. Namu yama question of the day Sumaya no pain sana yaba. Yam Betway coach no so me da say Betway. I'm on drop and Amuzu P question of the day no na yam friend no se me na Dr. Amuzu say control. Amuzu P namu yare said ye ne wo monitor dwumadie na your bow your bema infections how doctor say can say na droi adwaman so nyamuzu pi ni bia e no betimi aboa ayini nyina so e de frontier no ahye no so de amamedura Ghana fo agiatum amuzu pi e no ana ye kamfo e de amanano pe e we dwumadie so na ene question Dr. Amuzu ese misa and say was predict your Copa del Rey final Andra ana the semi final draw no e no e ba ye na teams no aye where teams now be who Atletico Omo and a Barca ebebo and after Athletic Club Bilbao women races are that and I did burn into as predict your final why an Algeria say ne woman bet me niti the grand finale you can say Copa del Rey final and no ebebaso Barca be qualify and Bilbao ever qualify and Atletico ever qualify and races are that for woman and ever qualify but Ghana for almost the same
10-year Kwame temperature and say Real Sociedad versus ATM and a back final. Nana Yaucasti and say ATM versus Bilbao to the final. And on some etimidable share free in soccer and on Ediaba. And for Isaac Mensa as a Barcelona Real Sociedad and on Ediaba Nicolas Apia as Barcelona versus Atletico Bilbao. Samson Amos Echampo as a Barca in the final. And for Jungle Boy as Bilbao versus the Master Barcelona. Antonio Rudiger as a Barca to the cup. Afei Alassane Sani as a Bilbao versus Barca. Benji Infensi and so say Barca versus ATM. And on the other, okay. M1 tells you Sadiq and so say Barca Bilbao. Dipo as a Barca versus Atletico Bilbao. Afei Nana Yao Intiamwa as ATM versus Sociedad. Saifa GHC Barca versus Real Sociedad. Afei Anane Ananu Kusuko Jokrom as a Real Sociedad versus Barca. And also Atumi Ade Abba Toku Emmanuel as a Barca versus Real Sociedad. David Alisto J as a Real Sociedad versus Barca. And also the Abba Yadewon Samno and also Atumi Ediama
Stream national
yes. When you say question as
to me ko stream okay that's pa Penny Talibo was good morning more of him Penny Talibo word from Germany was a Chelsea all the way and what him about Bismarck Bill Bill Real Sociedad and Atletico Madrid and more and about France this year do I'm watching a show live from Sahifosu Chrome inside Mela one fashion designer shop ATM and Real Sociedad still Omo Anna Eremu James Abraham and so say ATM all the way and what about Solomon Acha was a Barca versus Bilbao Womo Anna F called Dominic near Bompong as a Barca woman races are that watching the show live from Takrade greetings to my family in Kumasi Buakwa Yate Yada Sepa we and so a champion Concord was the ATM Anna and the Omone races are that way Womo Anna take by niche Panane Kunsuko Komsa Barca and this is that Anna take by and we had the message about Elvis Lucky was a Barca Bilbao Womo Anna Bebo S. Johnson was a Barca and a race Sociedad Womo and a ball and no any messenger one and some a day about yet one some no as a emane and pay away in Jumade so Peaceman ATM Sociedad okay Peaceman for God's in a messenger one and so day abba and no man call young family continue to share the link and from a Wontumi TV on Facebook here streaming live or YouTube Wontumi TV live we are there Mount sa akomia post bibi o Facebook CCA what say Manchester United 8 Tottenham 0 eno de ono atro ho akomia
ona atro
post MJ we 20 minutes in here ana what na minim ya waso
adura na mpaibo
minim
and Manchester belusine
odi na abotre sanko for since 2022 man phone timi share wo mu nti akomia wo free here with motivation we say mo ko say 8 so kai 6-1 no trafo di odi aji wa no na besi am ye odi e ko wo yem fancy say wo wie
better course no yem fa ma
okay yem fa betu enu man
ma fa me fu
okay abuzu ya ye che en code this ya e di amade di kan ye 94 old
okay
BW39
BW39
C99 725 94 also no the towards your BW39 C9D F5E 42 also
sure
the towards your 7 also BW39 C9A FB2 and also a year 7 also no the towards your 6 BW39 CA1 92E 6 no the try to have 5 was a man num and they try to BW39 C9B F61 5 was na me my the green light na watching no passes imri na why kese kopem say ye kese ba
by this time the channel by this time near we ko
na ye first guy ye cash out
nana dria
14 football 14 via Valentine's Day enti o ye bibia na wahwe ni na Adolfonso ho
fasika tu achire
na bibia be fa ye kwam no ne mra no ko ye ha ayo Wontumi 101.3 Wontumi TV on Facebook digital satellite with the code and so
enu ade ni
alhamdulillah
every Tuesday Wednesday Thursday Friday
and Saturday so na ya complete week no e di amasak mama yenkwa oketi ye kwam no ne
Angwa juma no you Yami wohoda Se uji didia Obeya juma Esa chirenia no you Yami wohoda Se uji didia Obeya juma Ye bompaye Shamachi Isra Yehuwa ila henu Yehuwa ekat We ahata et Yehuwa Elohika bika Luvika, Uvika Naveshika, Uvika Miyodika, Tode Yasak. In English, in the name of Jesus. Amen.
Amen. Capo. Capo chairman. Yes.
No, foreign news, and no, but you must start here. Our African affair, yeah, the stories no affair. What you are no, CAF Champions League games. Basu and any watchina and afe and one game I know a basu and MC Oja woman and hila at the Eponi Alhila for no woman lusu game no 2-1 at the MC Oja and then Yasametra and one goes no anataf one bogo and afe a branch of Fahat a silly every MO archers are doing some no every eba way game and a cross we are doing something no of them Bafama Mediama woman a player called Madini and when I debut at the Mahila Boboku no Judi se ne oba time at the local ba what the update ni nyina nso na de wonsam every eba bana manager mo bona baso aye Rolani Mukuona yes I know aye ne new team Pitalato coach ye fani se Rolani Mukuona onye enra ni media odi ya utimi se ne wabo emote pa na ni nyina no 18 matches wono abo ana se wey aye 18 wins wono nso anya ediama club no draw 7 and wa fe wanya 3 defeat and also Jumadia Boko ye Algerian Super Cup boy champion and after top and Algeria Womu Liga Womu Bo Wonu Anedikai and after quarter final and some Mojinamu our Algerian Cup Womu and some Bo and after group our calf and the Champions League also the second Timaza Enra and Omo Bo Omunsam Adem Amana Enra Utimis Enra Mukwana Omuso love de Emma manager our Jumadia one some let him in general your poor came no announce our burning some as waters no so chian up doing some no of them Amanano pay our brandia your friend is Rolani Mukwana young boy one some Odini Juma Kama Ade Emma MC Oja and your delater sitting no Adem Leba okay and after Sodak Mama ya retable no awone womu a group no say Al Hilal Onduman womu 8 points and after MC Oja our 7 teamer your from Mamelodi Sundowns womu our 5 points and after Ubenya Saint Etoile Lupopo womu and some our 4 points ya de awon some ade mo anaro pe wo nyame aduma na match and no anso baso our the CAF Champions League ye benya Power Dynamos ball and 1 p.m. omuni RS Bekani at the Ebani and a far above way woman Sunni young African game at 7 p.m. Womba ball ye benya JS Kabili womu and some any Ali from Egypt one match you know at 7 p.m. and Elvaso ye benya Pedro Atletico woman Zimpa game at 4 p.m. woman and some other ball way matches and no Ebetinya Baso our the CAF Champions League ye do some de manyame atuma watching our CAF Confederation no ye benya Wydad Casablanca woman yakodu ene Kenya enra numre and womu ekodu Kenya the Moroccan giant womu anya du Nairobi womu and some ball at the Nairobi United nyame atuma china and I came no and so babaso enya ene omu video etem amawa oba said the Wydad Casablanca womu arave ewo Nairobi aya do some nyina no and some de ma ewo Kenya amonten so we aya CAF Confederation no said nyama and some lebesiako na muma mi Morocco womu coach no Walid Uragragu niani komo na anopay enra anumre anopay wiam ho ana ebaye say manager attenda ni resignation at the the Federation of Morocco as a Wontumi to aso endi adwumani bio after say olusu to Senegal awo AFCON womu hostian awo Morocco mantenso no na report ne by man for reporter enye Africa tablet we fana we kan eni adiane mo reporter ya bom aduro Morocco ansan yewra in the studio and I pay and it's a Walid Ragragi and now there's a one and some judgment on far resignation letter and some mankoi yet is a Kwambiaso World Cup I had yes a Morocco econo the man in focus or no and after all remaining project woman and some they call and cut and I may friend say US and after Mexico and after Canada Montensono woman the manager and some anaqua yet them and the later sitting no I want some bench African news and on some of Morocco but the moment called Saudi Arabia na yeni come on some se pass so after say Enre Banyana Ronaldo manfo etesa wayera e wo krom water and somebody there na edoso na Enra on Marsa woman come the baso na ya babo o ma baso Enra after some mbia Ronaldo san sami aba ya nyina Anarsa Enra woman we need come no ya boss Sadio Mane wono anedi kan ebogo edika penalty and a Sadio Mane at the net project bim atamana for said go highlight them so esikwa you don't some deba for the sake of copyright you know I said TV and you bet me and so I'm the projection of the goal and na penalty number 2 no Sadio Mane and the boy and some net touches and omu LED na game no mu ya deal 84th minute and as I go away and some boy and son 90 plus another goal Eba Angelo and some go at the Emma team no na Angelo go no onya no so bad yebedi and o enkomo say go no utimi say o pay ni tribute at the Emma Ronaldo ekoye siu sign no nina ni say Ronaldo amoke mrivi enti wo say go no na say o dedicated the Martial 7 no and I was from the projection I don't something nina no and some na dey man of the match game no eko at the Sadio Mane the modem wa woro e boy na yade say ne woro ananya man of the match game and of course na honor supporters no enra o adeɛ ɛde ma Ronaldo pitch no so wɔn de platcards ɛbae na wɔn twerɛ number 7 ɛwɔ akyire enti on the 7th minute ɛwɔ pitch no so obia pagya ne card no kɔ wiem akyɛ sɛ yɛatwerɛ number 7 on the 7th minute ne nyina no ɛne so wɔn de ta Ronaldo akyire Ronaldo nkoa na yɛ protest no ɛdɛm ɛtia Saudi Arabia wɔn a public fund investment group a wɔn yɛ wɔn adwene sɛ wɔn yɛ biribiara sɛ de ne ɛbɛ favor Hela ana afɛ ada clubs ne ade enti supporters na nra wɔn nso bɛyɛ wei a project ɛdɛm ɛma CR7 don 7 nyina no ɛdɛm ana no pɛ ɛwɔ yɛn dwumadie so enti no on the 7th minute projection and yɛdɛm ama na wonim sɛ Narsa wɔn attacking quartet this season and was Joao Felix about 29 goals Cristiano Ronaldo 21 and after a branch of fans and a goal contribution and yɛdɛm to that amano and a goal at 6 and a boom Kingsley Coman 15 and after Sadio Mane and some 14 yɛde awon sama debane so mani wo what's pa nya sabeto no I said no man so ngasi kwa do nsam nyina no ate amano wo goalkeeper I fence Bento wako 4 matches on consider NS ne one nso bon homa den adama Narsa won ebobo 4 games in a row without conceding a goal and no Bento and ya didn't some no ate mbese say o ma me league table na ya be say the Saudi league de mo aye Ronaldo kan bia so besa o mu age league no nemom say dem penifani to mu ye de helafoi wo mu at 50 points and the decline Al-Nassr 49 points Ali 47 and after Al Qadasiyah wo mu and some our follow 3 points ya dem awon sama de say between Ali wo mu ne Hela 1 point and a dem Ronaldo no omran 10 times so cry na for omeresere nyama and some obesia ko because say the nya brede so bana for mu edo mu juma nanu ani say press conference ya bo match ni we Al-Nassr coach ya fan Jorge Jesus anra one time out for press conference about so enkonya ana dasui unia ya transfer manager ba bam afa ya busa ne nsam ba kumienu bi o wa ma na akire anwade ebetu dwa wa issue statement and a statement of apology anwade part on nyina no just want to men show up for post match and some let me pass so I do nsam ba bi ko ba I question back on and o mbabusa no I public investment fund for wo mu dwumadia wo mu di atesene Al-Nassr for bonyo so question be free wa ba another one Ronaldo ye babusa no Ronaldo and so something o twa ne tia wa ma no de for ma teba ya do nsam ni nyina no atema na no pe e ye dwumadia so nemom wo rese de nyama so asiko ya Anwar Al-Ittihad wo mu team no report am urban so mu manager I finish wono so e bai we I Sergio Conceição one day or by no musan is what's Benzema na and anu ya na Benzema every team yimo and some ade nani achaba be fufro na ene mufi Benzema and was say Karim Benzema anya part of the team Wontumi and continue and some answer question wo mu ebusanti wa answer or ignore and the question if Benzema and some our Adebayo do some no Adeba nanu so no de on ka bibia o said ne anu referee and some do wo mu hwamo e wo game no masa was a born at 50-50 boss ni ade ni nyina no omo jam ade tia wo mu tia no a referee decision and so koi ade tia wo ma wono so ball referees no wo mu afiri so wo game a no e cross ade won sam ni nyina no atom ba na eno wo mu game no akwami piase na una Mbappe no Mbappe look like PM game no na enram e was stance ni man for say Mbappe ni ana hwene no emze o sha ne hwene ne kakra bi aza when no I was from at the Mbappe kakra bi general woron som aba monitor game ni bi I agrupa ma no so ade I won something na no and some that day bank Mbappe look alike and I was trying to stand no no so jere fans so game no and some na cause ade na chasiri na no dem na banyame adumotena a Super Bowl and some na wo ya had say US Mountain so na reporter Eban say Leo Messi esen Kenra and as a message na odina no nyam and so kwata Super Bowl and so betimi abanamo no reporter e so say Inter Miami team no woma kopiam enso o Ecuador and na dey say ono e betimi attend in the Super Bowl final said the last season ono enso metumi kwana no e ade ba ko amanfo kasa bia e be ha dwempan ka Messi wan keja ono so betimi grace the occasion and a reporter e ba ntichina nyame aduma final Super Bowl ye hu and Leo Messi e wo Super Bowl na say and ɛyɛ diaba Antonella Ricoso ɛyɛ Leo Messi ne wife and run eja wife who na che Instagram IG and was start here o post picture maza Messi wife no yesi en kanfo obi yire sa said the trono and the Bible and so kazo kanfo obi yire kaksa na kwese mbia wo ye bone na mom Messi wife no 37 Mama me pictures in different ni ahwe mutumuze masa Mr. Messi wife no obo anti age ne kakra because said the form way and so Messi 37 wa 3 and so shona obewu say mbia 18 years bi and I say mbia 19 wa kipi and then hope na furu nyina flatomy and mama miansa ana mami and so mutuma 37 still and so e ya the form ne kama and no e Ronaldo Messi no Messi wife and ya den some and so adema another player and that's a no a later server now winning say Inter Miami team no nyame adoma one more grass season aka 15 days now one more ball on first game now name where women son team no Los Angeles and one more and one ball in the second game aka 15 days now and some ball in the same match now yet I want some p at the training now and one yeah mama and Leo Messi Luis Suarez and after Abrante Rodrigo and Depaul and some training players no and also Luis Suarez Leo Messi and after Rodrigo Depaul and some training and player I fancy Tadio Alandi and after Abrante Sergio Regoli I guess some man training no I and 70 pino and some manager at the Inter Miami Bobo can friend have your Mascarano what you are to do Abrante Tadio no or Tressa ne visa I ready and after the passport and some ready to play no and some other travel and after a day nani and some actually quarter now on the team no and some do no and you are bomb after precision no and you are come and Tadio and no a reporter free have your Mascarano now so I am not there by James Rodriguez say team and friend some Minnesota woman and some Masano our MLS in the say when you ever say Jackson number 10 at I'm on my just 1 year and when you ever bought it to my Minnesota I had him at the latest at the China World Cup Boston and the US of Canada and in Mexico Brazil when you do manager Don Carlo Ancelotti and your manager and so them Brazil now what they about to do I see the players are untouchable our the Brazil almost squad you know listen one Becker one no Ayobia there one pro World Cup no Obekobi or them player for the Marquejos and some by Gabriel Magahash and some Nadiwomo Casemiro Bruno Fernandes and after Vini Junior Extivao Rafinha Rodrigo and after Mateus Cunha and Gabriel Martinelli woman players were there manager no and the Atuda says woman pra and I guess any Omo and some never makes it out of the squad what do World Cup and no a manager that Don Fabio and they where Ancelotti and you're telling some no and some Emanaro so now Ronaldo contract no Al Nassr when him say yes some Wontumi and release clause 44 million pounds some Uya club na say what 44 million pounds ba woman ebet major Ronaldo at the now am welcome for say Ronaldo no at the age 41 club obey and the 44 million pounds ever from Ronaldo ojiri say Ronaldo European clubs no member at the 41 and a million pounds about Ronaldo and I say Ronaldo MLS no Ronaldo Edinani and some laboratory team pay after say what here 41 years 44 million pounds team be able to and report about Juventus woman lose some case against Ronaldo ni no case a court ni na cover ne buy no salary some omotete so and the team and friend Juve man what me say nanka omo person omo jisika bi and so for Ronaldo no 9.8 million euros and no sika omutia na ko be so mo recover the sika no fi Ronaldo na mom ni no ayade say Ronaldo adipema wono ansem na tima claim ya say court ansem na bu atama Ronaldo ya didn't some no ateba Ronaldo any Juventus some no mama Mbappe some any PSG our problem ni na say ono so on the PSG for the nika obe free PSG na PSG some omutia sika bi Mbappe na eno na enra sika no omutia na say omutia sika no enwe enti enra ayade say Mbappe no ekatra the lawyers some omu anko na fe womu ko kancha PSG omu sani bailiff ade ko PSG enra na sa incident no nyina se omonko kanchira and the PSG for the sika no omonto anwie enti enra belly for no omko remind PSG as Mbappe se sika no emanwe yo enti mumra na fa matu sika no eno report free Mbappe and after PSG woman so ye after Mbappe and 70p no and so ate Emma na no pay eno ayete phone ma de ba 6 million euros asem omutua ate Emma Mbappe eno ayete phone ma de ba feature mame Kvaratskhelia ni ani komo ewo PSG report am ngaba ni se nyame adomotena yebenya Olympique de Marseille womni PSG le classique eno ababa so na report am say kan say let's say yesem we said the Messi Victor Kvaratskhelia and some any part of the team awomo and some abeko Marseille game no and when I report a few and them buy and 70p no and some whatever no ay later sir men some like Mami draw Fernandez player at the Emma PSG na kwawe na and the Barcelona photo na asem omo asanu omo na akodano report about said Champions League PSG womo and some squad no ay ade say ne womo at no access squad mu good news and some them draw Fernandez ya ten 70p and some whatever and at the Mami Italy and I don't pay Mami Zlatan Ibrahimovic na unim some Olympic touch no touch bearer and Yama Ewa Milan and Monteso Zlatan Ibrahimovic no and OSL and Messi no so like and they touching them no say Yama come the touch bearer and no Zlatan Ibrahimovic ya we say Yama so be come opening ceremony no one also hit street our Milan them and 70p and so them out and no kakre fi Zlatan Ibrahimovic aso te ba mama kana yodos ni ani come the contract extension reporter Evan is went to final stage our Juve it is 6 million euros a year and I could away ebenya plus bonuses and no reporter Evan yes announcement kwano omo ya wi bia enti na ya better announcement no and some be free Italy about branch here ya fene kana yodos Juve and some agreement to be bia be kama ayate and 70p ba Sasha Boy enye Sasha Boy former Bayern Munich player no same Galatasaray o ma wi bibia I just o ma sign as I say Sasha Boy enra o mo some officially o mo and so ayini pay and no ayade free and the Galatasaray so ade be 70p and some ade ba o and Germany Manuel Neuer reporter ban say oyare kakram ayade say and o mo trase wantimi antrani o mo trase yare and some matimi abomo kam o mo TFC ofian and some abon reporter ban say ya hwe ya coach no and so entimi ambo Manuel Neuer and no aye reporter and no if you are there na Bayern team no Hurricane and so reporter ban say o complete part of training wo mu aye ogusum recover mo so nya code kakra em sa brofo de wanya papunti code no and so aba and the mo we say ne wonu ebetima recover no I reporter ba Conrad Lema and some aye player Enra wo mu chase ono so Enra no na we involved our food training wo mu aye nti Lamar wo say Lamar so ogusu or recover kakra atem by and 70p no atem man anope wo enjumade so na unim say yan soma ewo in the Inter ebobo kono reporter ban say o yesere nu Messi ko mo chase next week meeting and some baba so goalkeeper at the Emma Inter and after board of directors no wo mu ebe se be ko nyame aduma June and an contract and some baba wi ntomo yesene wo metumi apana after boy and some metumi kama me Pep Guardiola nearly command nyina ne say Pep ko de Ma City na on some and some and apa at enya some to akra and some Gaza and some any ade we na Pep Guardiola and some akokabi na ya wese de ne and man so be kokama na Pep Guardiola our interview enra and wo say some man fasa we coach am say we ya politics focus on football and then now can and some way and am support my way ni san tokwa and no na kwaso ni ade was san nyama no and wo say you won film na coach ball no ye coach and was so you journalist oh busa question no we on some training or say I'm a journalist and was okay you are sports journalist nemo edu ba bia o man mu na economy ye den a unya economist nemo o ka economy asam say man mu a den fu o kosoro and asam bia enema mu a den water bill and what light bill kosoro o ka bi so unya economist and no I am some of the two that say we journalists man for nim say ade ba ko pem and as oya bibia so oya coach oya football one juma nti no amon for them say football adwen kwa no da bi enom aye nuoma quiet and 70p no atem na banti anu ya Pep Guardiola and some atepa ya de and 70p no ate apana pep and come no so answer an slot ekoya interviewer okodin come so no there and the style of play no aye important than winning a silver said the ball no be sia kono enom ehu ya ne chance bia be win trophy anom say Pep Guardiola an slot what the comment I make our style of play and after winning a trophy was if you want to be a better manager the abami who say a good coach and it's over winning a trophy yentiem and the Pep Guardiola answer our day am a journalist no
plays and otherwise you don't have chance to play nice football. I think everything is related because as much you win, you play good, and everyone has. The most important, Aaron's know, is defend you believe, your style, convince your players to try to do it in the way you believe is the best for the players to have, and the players you in your soul you believe. I think this is the most important thing. Every manager is better to win trophies.
And some manager area to against and the Liverpool Eboboko no dia tuja was Anfield what there one of the toughest in the stadium and as opponent okwa na so ya shepa Anfield and also Kasai from against Liverpool stadium ne dey okwa they no edoso pa.
In your soul you believe. Actually, quality of the players, the managers. Opponent and difficult place and stadium and especially quality of the players, the managers, been tough. Was the toughest.
Alan brought her land and so a bit my returning a manager every team the same and Alan Hala situation as it also boy no ever return ebe hunu weekend our gamer womu ever born now obetimi aka as I currently player our best our position Hala no our bienu manfo be ye argument ni adane mom wono de won say the player and the position now bono obienu a yaka so obetu na ebe
we said Erling is the best striker in we said tomorrow. Always I say Erling is the best.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Erling is the best striker in the world.
What the Atujan as a manager no and some and your man injury situation our game no at sign what they to so injury update no City squad no or confirming say John Stones there we are back we about training our training kakra Ruben Diaz kakra and also getting closer our say obenya minute manager confirming
see we've played
the game on Sunday.
I don't know yet. Tomorrow training.
Sure. And you had Ruben Diaz on the bench midweek. Do you think he'll be possibly ready to start?
He's back. We'll see. We've played minutes, but good news for us.
No other news or?
John made yesterday the first training session with the team. This step by step coming back.
The game on Sunday.
I don't know yet. Tomorrow training.
Sure. And you had Ruben Diaz on
the Pep Guardiola day out to I will predict a lineup day Man City game and no bet me abaso Gigi Donnarumma ebe dem day amatim no back one and so ebe shame and afi Magay and so ebaba back to the squad yebenya ignore our the left back and afi Abranche friend say Orioli and so midfield one ebe dini juma Tijani Rendes and so ebe hese midfield be ya juma Antoine Semenyo ebe continue from the position and afi Ryan Sharky and so ebeba ababe ife Foden ede afififini Omar Mamous ebeliti enchese embia na Abranche Brotala no and so ebe free bench and a day aba our side game and ebetimi abaso edon sem no afi emma ewe yentuma die so wonim say Abranche Kusano for no ana onya man of the anasa way a player of the month ade awon sem no afi emma no a January player of the month no and so neko edema no a City womu a player I friend is Kusano van ya didn't some no but good news Edman to one Semenyo and after Magay and it's Mumia no we Champions League na squad no idea says officially Omar Aduomo and some Aduomaka squad no we doing some no after Eba na Magay I want a dollar what the Echo City and Enra interview when we was on say Ekakitwa bi ka join Liverpool Eboboko no and was so really up to no nemom God's plan Onyankopon ananase say as a City say one day obebo the Sky Blues eno aka ho bi ene ma ono enso eko sidi nti onyo no a one day enkade pede a enkade obetumi aye ene say bia team na pe no kobeko nemom nyame pe ana de ne pie mu e wo siri.
Might feel different going with City, given an eventful summer. Won't say any more than that. Yeah.
I said in previous interviews that it wasn't really up to me. It was God's plan, and I think God's plan has been in full fruition. So I'm just looking forward to the game, looking forward to playing against a tough opposition in a great environment, and trying to do the best that we can to get a win.
What will it be like for you, Mark? I mean, I know you've been to Anfield plenty of times.
Ekoso magei and what some to dan kwame no moto ono Baku boy England Baku ebo Ghana na me adoma World Cup no England easy cry na yebedi nkoma kakra Ghana ni England match no wo mu akasam yebehwe an interview no na yedi nkoma kakra and so the afani nyina no and is mu face each other our World Cup saying and a feeling and so the central no ebisa mu di nkoma kakra.
I was going to say, how are we going to stop him in the summer? England, Ghana. I mean, I'm going to play very little part in that. But it's going to be a challenge, right? Stopping this guy.
Of course. He's a fantastic player, and they've got a fantastic team with great players as well. But yeah, we can think about that when it comes to let's not think about that too early.
I tell you what, it's mouth-watering though, isn't it?
Yeah, looking forward to it when the draw was happening and it happened. It's just excited, just ready for that challenge. I think as a nation, we're looking forward to it. It's going to be entertaining and look forward to it.
Big for you, I guess, the two countries you love, without putting words in your mouth?
Yeah, it's going to be bittersweet, to be fair. I'm looking forward to the challenge, and like I said, the nation are ready for it, so we're ready as well.
I was going to say, how are we going to stop him in the summer?
Come on, Ekos with Magay and Antoine Semenyo World Cup na no best Baku best stop and Baku so be Baku agro. Liverpool reporter Urban says Trent Alexander-Arnold and Robert Down Yami Aduma Summer Omo and show interest bias Omo the boy no and so Ebasaba Anfield and no Liverpool summer if you want to be and 70 play Liverpool according to tribunal ruling and no buy our Abrantia friend is Ngomuha and some do to Liverpool no reporter Urban says 6.8 million and Omo Ebetiam Ama Chelsea and no no compensation as Omo Adema Chelsea and no reporter if you are there on Ngomuha and some do transfer no and no ruling and tribunal for no Omo and some other buy a day and some P as they back Palmer we will start a 100th Premier League game in or 100 and any games at the Ama Chelsea all competition I mean this week or start here and no any games Makuma 100 one no start at the Ama Chelsea all competition and no for a debanti and they games was starting in 99 and was starting there and some Kanwa and I say Yamia Duma start here and also back 100 games a day Ama Chelsea as a starter and some and 70 pino and for Abamame Abrantia Stivao one Nico Palmer our training I any Komako Palmer no and some Stivao can be a Chanisonia says that you may see quality as passes no Eba na bibia kama and to common across our training abroad now omo training no cost mama do sa akranum ebobo papa and some our Afcon at the Senegal na wabedu Chelsea wabedu and say nadia no ogusum team ne de as onunsu anyamura enti mama do sa and some any ogusua and yamaya kama Pedro Neto and some training kama de Chelsea ebobo konani good news eba Moses Caicedo ne boys no women you some training de Chelsea team no I don't some deba den Hazard and ya to do as a player we underrated Sesia we are say a player I friend Moses Caicedo was one in born bobo party Caicedo no onim say currently onim player be and fifini when him born bomb and switch player name no a man from antimony the man for hypocrite and Eden Hazard and at this answer we to Dramame Pedro nearly coming in as a coach Liam Rosinia coach at the Chelsea or buy and say and I'm assuming what them our Chelsea team no na onem Moshe and Koma Joao Pedro Edia was it the first time I coach in the buy and Koma woman and some day and say on it here Adebakwa ope intensity and the players no some obianso ready because on family diagro team no na you ever take conversation said and some coach the first time coach no and Koma ono mu di ensema odima wo mu
And what about that first team meeting? What has he come in and said to you? What was the message he delivered to you as a team?
As a team, he wants us to play. If we don't play good, doesn't matter, but always he wants intensity from us.
Okay.
So yeah, it's very good point, because if you play with intensity, sometimes you don't gonna play good, but we still need to win the game. So yeah, the first thing he said to us was to play with intensity.
And that suits your game as well, right? Because you like to be very intense, particularly off the ball, on the ball. You're quite an intense footballer.
Yeah, I try to help the team with the ball, for the ball. In the Premier League, you need to play like this, because if we drop your intensity in the game, you can concede. So yeah, I think everyone start to think more to run, help each other, because if you with the ball you have a good idea, and I think you can play good if you recover fast the ball.
Pedro de Atujo Chelsea ya den some play by Manchester United Manju Harry Maguire and ye na reporter man is Manchester o ma hwe ya Maguire no mbia next season na ni contract ni wi a yente hwe ya say Manchester United for no wo me Maguire ni nkomo o me ni nkomo bia esem bia nyame adoma ne transfer no ana ne contract no ewi a wo mu aba ne new contract in the future our Manchester United no doubt no the front me free Manchester United Harry Maguire and in the team na so dey be 70p atem ba Manju and Tottenham game no ano be she pa madika ka jo say and akomia ma so atro to Facebook some man you be say 8-0 okay now when you say sa game ha and also person no yani come Manchester United omo and Tottenham for dominating Manchester the last 10 games are omo abo Manchester United Tottenham for omo win 5 including 6-1 our Manchester Old Trafford Mukaya no now since 2022 Manchester United winning against team friend Tottenham and was them pa or results na the 2022 eba next Premier League and some like the Man U and some I say from 2022 eba 2026 and them and 70 pino every every eba Man U and what day Manchester United in Shada and win and some against Tottenham recently and no I dear friend my deba yabasha share game na nyama and some abesia kwa yade and 70 play deba Sunderland woman Arsenal mama Mikel Arteta nearly common coach no ngare kakra e dia ba game no ay 3 o'clock na mo coach ni say 2:30 obese o say atmosphere asesa e wo Emirates wo eno ay dia manager dia ba supporters mumra be the Arsenal and the time na nie time bia ni wo as Arsenal jili afi die dia Sarah ebenya yefunu awoba.
Tomorrow 2:30, the best atmosphere that we've seen. Ready everybody for 3 o'clock to exploit. That's what we want. We start to get in a really crucial part of the season, and we know what every game means, and we need to get into the stadium with that energy, all of us.
And Mensaba Basumami Kazuma, near new Koma reporter, and it's at the age of 31. Kazuma is a reporter, and is one who answer remote China, Chinese clubber. You're from Shandong Lunen, and what didn't you our son 1 year, and some Adamo Kazuma, the age of 31, or that's some about Bon or Tekakra, and some Adiakotuano Ayakakra fuel. At the Mabania question of the day, Naya Busasa Copa del Rey, or her, said in Mexico, Tim Bang, and our Jidis Womako in the final. You don't say about Drono. Same ana esi acquire say o say the secret confirm Atletico woman Barca and Athletic Club Bao woman and some any race started woman at the point first leg no and no ebe so Thursday and no and so ball and no why I won 7 no and say and no play away in Jumadi so and no I on the 12th of February and no ball na fe Omar Sene and also 3rd of March na second leg no and no and so much me abaso no I said nyama esi acquire in the latest nyina if you at the Emanado Payman Spotify come new. They knew come Barcelona almost said Omuguswa. Womu Aya Juma inside Indian so tar. Wow, you tatanemo cheno Omugusum Aya Jumane Kama a training ye away outside come new. Spotify come new near Ocean Elevation FPA. Womugusum boy Jumane Treno designs and in your menu and you're doing some no and so at the by way Aya Barcelona. Womu stadium no come new Netino and your them and 70 play Tabanyamia Tuma and Barcelona. Womu so board of directors Monday ombe resign election no ensom na basomate as a president ebe resign and after vice president ensom ebe resign and a treasurer woman nyina be resign ti Rafael Yosti ebe resign and after omo ka nyina no yete se omo ensom na be resign na ene Laporta ensom na resign nyina no elections no woman ebe start campaign ti free Monday Barcelona any president ensom Dema football club no nyina se manager and as a president no ebe resign after starting the campaign na nyama nso mo ye come no dear friend my table Victor Font no and so as a president you know adesem obeso to Laporta na ono ebe president adema Barcelona na Victor Font what dia to do so oba say onya president na adeba ko obe kan say coach na friend Hans Flick ni dem obe yusuna obe ma coach na ka o ma coach ni nko ni campaign message no obi no nemo number 2 Deco na ono sporting director adema Barcelona no obe jani kwan ama Deco enso ngako ma was na onya meri ni grand was start here we nkofo enso ngati to no ade atuja so be wini a obe ma Hans Flick stadium sporting director aye friend said Deco enso ngabeko eno aye tie for mateba Rafinha reporter eba sam ono enso we training eno aye reporter eba ne Victor Font and they didn't atoso no now to be akwai o we say no mesi kwa na ya brepa woni Deco enkase to oba obeja Deco kwan enso ngama Deco enso etima koma me Rafinha ne ni nkomo ni nyina za stone wantiman training enra eno aye dia efro adebanto mo came against Mallorca enya dia so betimi apo eno aye tene efro no adebanto Rafinha na ekono we an expected 11 metis and one Garcia ebetam to Skunte ebe Baraho be Pokupasi and afem Alejandro Balde Casado mo and afe Frankie Dion Family Lopez and afe Lami Jama Fran Torres and afe Brentia ya fedo Marcus Rashford mo and some aye boys so betimi a start game no ate Amabasa and no aye reporter but you Cancelo reporter Ebanisem Oma register no and so aka Champions League squad no nyame adoma we aye knockout stage no ya dese ne wono ensom ebetimi abo ade amatima ya fene sa Barca and no aye reporter ba Alex Boyner reporter men second and say Copa del Rey no metesem semi-final na yetanya wakasa na wase omudie ombeso mu win title na and ombeso mu na beso win title as we share the best team enti omunso share the best team ombeso the best team na omu ansom watimi akọ facing Barcelona and what dey in the sansem way avem atudade ensem pino aveba Pablo and the Barros and so out of action make some best of 4 weeks and na dey say the Pablo Barros no what ensom betime tini tumate amatim na ya dey ensem play dey be near report ever metis a Real Madrid bobo konene coach and some abalowa training because so and I know pe omuya pre-match conference and some baba so and sana squad no womo and so at the squad announcement apa ama Real Madrid players womo and some come we can give for game and no baba so metis womo game against Valencia bobo kono Rodrigo and bom Jude Bellingham and Fevini suspended nemo Militao and some nka game and no baba so metis Rodrigo diano 10 days and walk out Wontumi empo oba mese Valencia na Ferresi Sadaden so wa mese metese nyame adoma obetumi abam against Osasuna and the 21st of February and a branch of Fenisa Rodrigo ebetumi abam ngadi amatima ya Fenisa Real Madrid and your report of you atem ngaba Varo Poloa planesem on the game no nyame adoma tena oba rely on Trent Alexander-Arnold enti echina nyame adoma yerese ne wono ensom agine be ras squad na fe 11 no wono ensom letimi abo eno Trent Alexander-Arnold and afa Poloa and ya tenen sempi adeba me tibibi our Madrid report free Madrid eba and some only say Madrid team no woman say eze nyoma ekoso Madrid team no woman so me nsatre kakram anso ewom na omo trese Madrid for jidise omo hia a proper sporting director na problem Madrid family na omo say issue no more na sporting director and omu here enti omu beko market na omu kopa a proper sporting director of them ama Real Madrid said about Madrid for no womu and some good transfer market na nyoma some I come and know I reported for the Mbappe and half a player of the month no and some ko Adem Mbappe ya didn't some p Adem Manado pay awe ntuma dia so na onim sa other gulash one in a girlfriend and some my friend no Duro Naima eni omo Paris na ada gulas when ye say enkra de sika no ho pa enti omo na few moment na omo kwa enjoy on the girlfriend I friend Duro Naiman onye ewo eni Paris Monten so omo do holidays kakra nyoma ya kama and some not more idea ya do some pino and some not the banan say Madrid Konate Liverpool Konate on me fa no Madrid there Omba Konate metesem almost 5 years and omo de Konate say ono and some Baliva o free Liverpool Madrid omo de mano na no ma come into omo so omo ni din come 5 years and omo person omo adema player na ya de ensem pite ba mame Andrique our Leon say akrawe na ni je obi a we ase Andrique enye Pele yes your mame skills no mame skills no back mame yes yeah okay masa akaka krabi akrawe Andrick ni skill no aha na Madrid for the mubenu ho akrawe the way born was he born atem ama Leon de so waka Leona emsa ebe hu pa na mo oba Madrid mbia Madrid for no so betimi aka trend sem bi obenya bia bode a minim ano aye Andrick ne dia no an ya de nsem de pi ensom matemo ano aye de phone matem na Marcus Thuram ehia ne idol Andrino emsa say we ase de obia na obia o hia na we ase na de beje enti Marcus Thuram and Andrino nie wo ma hia no mo bo enkomo legend of my club friend is Inter and I was trying to and somebody played by Andrino some Naniaje Inter any Italian national team no omo adana kumaso akoma no womu adaso pa wono de debia na ni gem so hu se Inter rise na kwasho Italian national team ni ama ekoka enu ama nso ya kama atem ama no aya kakra ode atudwade ensem pi no enso ade ba Manchester United yase Manuel Locatelli metisa yase omo ni agent edin komo Manu Peninyami Aduma Sama, Womu Ereso Munyana, one and some Obetima Dini Jumani Kama, and no Aya Manuel Locatelli, I didn't semino, as a member from Manchester United, Gulamo Ochua, and ye, Mame, the way a legend, Mexico, Womu Goalkeeper in ye, Ope, Goalkeeper Wako World Cups, and Aya Gulamo Ochua, when ye, now where crowd say, Omu hosti, Mexico crazy hosti, and team, Ono, Onya Bonibo, Oguso, our Dama, and Yamaya Kama, Osha said in your Mexico. Oguso ni age ni 40 aha enti obesa bedam na bibia kamantia age of 40 ana osha no lemaso our Cyprus and was here kind mo 13 trophies and wajem 992 games and what I career in one quarter games are what I know 932 and career appearances are one and Sonia Gulamo Ochua one the and your club football a World Cup stage and I'll be Gulamo Ochua and some opportunity about the last time and some Mexico 40 year obetimi asa dem adamomo and no I dear for my Bamreno and some the fortunes in the mom Mamimfawe Emra Nicolas Pepe enye na Nicolas Pepe say one in a girlfriend one in a tear sabi adult movie you know so unim adult movie your adult music and your adult movie na lady muamunim said na ejawe ne nyoma Tatiana nie na unim se Trump no na juma de empoma goodie movie film no size film mama kanza first news so I don't know size film na one Pepe, woman date ya, say Nicolas Pepe, when Claire, so move aware no, and so Basu Abobus, you are falling in Amania as a on retire away, and so from the size movie, oyi, and this area, and say, Wajino, Abia Kama, now come out, Brady, no, say, what do you call me? Newton, what do you know? Oh, Brady, that's what invite you up.
Nicolas Pepe, oh, a good evangelist.
Oh,
yeah.
A good evangelist.
Oh yes. Nasa okra.
Evangelist.
Oh, nasa okra hwete. Okra hwete, okra pregu. Ano no let me restore okra na de okra na de abafi. What I say? Okay. But Nicolas Pepe imagine di. Wedding. Wedding.
The we are sick kanya on you.
The be young but Nicolas wedding.
God is it. I don't know money any.
Hey.
Don't know money any.
Da. is it Nicholas Pepe or 7 day your castle big jina member nyina na
and mo wiase a enzo no on ye re
I'm so no say the see on ye
re
ka say da bi atupa bi di bi ko wo mu we atupa bi di bi sisa wo
ambo
what again no
because say nam no so na get ye jade ye say he has been a very good evangelist as you said
that is it say atupa bi di wo be ko wo but we atupa na je kwa
African Nicholas Pepe
Gabi Nicholas also Chelsea
Teddy Ahine
na wajino
we Teddy Ahine no wojina mema nyina code Mickey we dey about
hey but my Nicholas said you
na so evangelist
oh hey
so asakra lady no
asasa so be ware ne kam
oso wo mana jai ne djuma na no ye
sa djuma no kwa ne bone yo wiase na
o da bi bat
na so de mo ye de wasesa no ni say entwele ya wasem ni
bone no mu baako bone de do
no say o cry o ye djuma wasakra
no e ma me gidim so o cry we ni betime nya nkwaja
ma men ka asem sho mama say enam da jam no cry otimi de ne nsa wura jam yi nam no a on seven nam no
mama nchira se
enam openam nawe
enam edajam no kra wonum no kra on se wura janum no yi nam no firi ho a
openam nawe
o yese on seven nam no
pen siri ele le hele
na za so seven wan
gen
say wo de ne kwa ware yim
wo de no sa wa bona tenase o mana be family person
hey Pepe
Nicholas Pepe ya da say original member
na mu pa
say o no ma
na taju ahere
manfo say okoshia no we no monti as say people are complaining na okoshia no we na say Pepe ko hin ko hu no
Martinelli
eno ni answer but Pepe in all ya da say
yeah that's in
you've done well
ya dey pa ti da be na new team ni Capo bom homodi say ya abom abaso
enche obetienka obetienka so yanzu ye mema nti obetienka
metebo kapa but Nicholas also started lessons
YouTube baba
na saka po o kasachra manfo zaza wo yakas so Capo so kasachra manfo
Capo kontrasa also the Nicholas yeah boy inspiring videos among for them be encourage people in life I think Nicholas the no yeah something inspiring in life oh don't get to me kaje hey
new guy in sports
yeah so one I don't buy because I don't see a sports now be na kofa buy
Nicholas brutal me say ni Pepe no nya pack so
na me no nya adwene ye na mo ka se wa gino wa onye no
za
no crazy example na me ye kire no refi
oh yeah
onye no
okay yati ase ni nyoma bi na ye ne fe okay
asa wo ya bo na baso ama
na wo mo na baso
obo na baso ayede me say okra yi na mfiri jamu a obo ohuhu na no ho ababa okra baso ohuhu ha bewe
say da jamu nko a watime yi
da jamu nko a watime yi nko wa ya de
you will see actually
Chelsea born baso na
yeah senior na o sorry no ma twa mutu ne
okay maybe abezo
we Guillermo Oshua Juma 2005 to present it say 2005 to 2025 okra no a na che say wa 20 years in the game watena game no watch na longevity na o kan was the main word I me pick a few presentation say wa game no watch pa enkofo bebre wo game no but omo wo mu not at the highest level of the game but omoda so game no na o share Guillermo de no aye discuss no a ne de no club football no on shede ni di ni bebre wo ho even though omo follow Spanish football enim Guillermo say we one goalkeeper Capo so enim keeper we o hadwene pa o hadwene na me kasa o hadwene a we goalkeeper no a otime catch striker point blank say forget it, you are not scoring today. Okay, you besa so ayeso adwuma. These are some of the goalkeepers who timi be show the catch a striker say you are not scoring today. Ebi na Ibrahimovic mo so attackers no mate no. Obetimi aba corner ba catch say ura from ko baboa and metenete no. No can no, and indeed they will stick to it. Guillermo is one of the last breeds of goalkeepers a tormentor or mentality of field no so. On save shot. On more shot man in save we on dive we
in response to action.
Yeah.
But the real presence now that goal post to you feel him.
Okay.
Okay, goalkeeper be a French love it.
Yeah.
Oh, young crown crowd that generation now do goalkeeping a chair now do board chair. Shalavet was you were in love with Shalavet. Now you're artistic. Or he brings fashion into the game, the dressing.
Yeah.
Now we, despite how I'm for a genie dinner, no, I did about quite so I connect about this goalkeeper no. Otasha short sleeves. I say so no. Now we're back to no who's receiving treatment no. Ten about when we be changing concept no day dressing the bamosha and you be now. Sa boys na bamilo goalkeepers no. Intercontinental no who's a keepers no or short.
Sure. First
community games.
No, you are training at the by say.
But me who I and then you about goalkeepers so short.
Yeah.
No I should host come not try to see the coach J.
But almost I shut down the trousers.
No trousers. No the from your shirt tassel. On our koto ho, on our koto ho.
Interesting.
A lot has changed.
Yeah.
Keepers we no. Omo the different thing crowd the aba. Ban or the bonity no. Something very unique to him. Now the ATM man is so much interested in the story ne baby of Friba in Mexico no. Your countries are related to football culturally. Adibin ye can add foul ho. And you know you can say football utu kwanya ye share wa three bobo players ni be way. America no ma bobidi boxing no ma bobidi. Oka Cameroon. Goalkeeping belongs to Cameroon on this continent. The say there have been an AFCON, one particular edition. Now more Joseph Antoine Bell at the bench. Thomas Nkono na started. When we not to say was some year Jane Olele 2006 year no. But Kokra Bumpers Bakumpran and called Jimmy go because be able. Oka goalkeeping on the South American continent, it belongs to Mexico. It belongs to Mexico. Now George Campos, one goalkeeper, or the attention a command Mexico for. Okay, George Campos. No, yeah, oh no, on the Saturday now. We know, nana by blood, but Owiano, the obey Biano, Crown Crane, discuss here, or Macasa Open Sour Senipa, as they refer to George Campos. I call 2 World Cups, where do I call 5? Yeah. And see, beside me, who are best me, almost had the NBA and I can focus. Was seen legend, you know. But one very thing so iconic about George Campos, and I say, George, the no to Mr. Abobo Nibi.
Okay.
You hold your ass, no, but because I'm a border.
Yeah. When you born a boss, I know that.
George Campos, you know, 48 goals as a striker. 93 only did third in terms of the best goalkeepers. You rank you, man. You friend up the Pele, Mercedes, Mone, Basil Boline, Joyceland Gloma, Air Co-Champions League final. No, that ain't free, no. George Campos was ranked one of the best goalkeepers in the game. So my generation say game na nyini man ade bia ye bebo Guillermo Osho abaso no one two ni akọ he ohun so bi ne bebo kwan na to George Campos o she 48 goals yes ye passing ball na no oba bebo bi defender say ya we so beka ho so bi ne class ma no ho hinsi ni pa bia ne stand ahomet si ni pa bia o twawo o faawo o field no so do outful player bia oba post mo say good ko 2 World Cups oruni na ne hono me de to goalkeepers ano was Felix Ananma me kakra
yeah Felix
ne
slim ni
bibia o fa on ka goalkeeper ho
kwa mi hu ni say
we dey the full picture ba hu o jina po ho a o ka sa boy bi obeyi tower asie
and that bulky goalkeeper so me ma po mu ni bi
one technical word that we use for goalkeepers bulky so yes smart scout say ko keeper bra catch yourself fade ne nsa be ka ba no no to me who na strikers tete no parameters and the scouts no fa de ne sabe ka ba no so sojafo eyi amomba ma no ye fa teto so we who for so we who for
o wa nko ade e wo ko ne yes first you omu dwane kwa ne et sa wo mu be di soja we also
and no qualify this guy George Campos, he's one of the best goalkeepers all time. And Guillermo moment is scare me pa no a moment na Mexico ni Argentina ball na no. Okay. By the time na Messi far ball no pon na boy ah want me answer ball no. Capo me ankasa naturally me mpego celebrity. But me selfie wako you know say me ba monche me ba. Wow. No ko she me na me punch everything.
Wow.
Sa ball na Messi boy aguye mo ntimi afa ne sa anka no. Because Argentina World Cup 2022 no na minim say George ni hwere height original goal post no.
Okay.
Hwere height enya fele sana height
yeah.
Na when just original goal post no. I should 9.
One econo. Goalkeeper.
I should 48 goals.
Wow. Wow, interesting.
No hajunu too much. No hajunu papa.
Wow.
Just in overnight. Say the baby just share free. I did that. I don't call that, you know. Watch him one or two on start attacking the first of the month.
No initiative.
Yeah. No Saturday, mama no call. Always. Different George Campus. Very, very good goalkeeper.
Serious or
a legendary.
But any
yeah.
Hi.
We're jumping that too.
Then I would use a coach everything about goalkeeper.
Yeah, it doesn't correct me.
Yeah.
But when it was to the extreme, George Campus, France 98, Otto Chewingham, now why?
Yeah, Alabasta.
And the so Guillermo has also followed the partner, George. A pivot to one. I think at 41 they win the Benny last World Cup, but he's part of the few players. I always say something about Abu Trika mono. Abu Trika club football. We are seeing winners on the continent. You recognize no.
Yeah.
But Egypt national team ni PA. SND Ali. No. Flavio Amando da Silva and the partner of Angola. The same thing. Bono ni mbono 18 na obono. Coach Michael Osemo 18 bia. Amando da Silva open boa. As we been in Nayabo, as some giant. Osha club football, national team football compare emu ewa. The year war national team no emu wakra. That sana or swadi and who no mudia bay go in
Argentina
Capo before ball no share Mexico for the dwyer and ball before Messi be shoot no. Before number passable the free so hodi abano. This game we look at the wall.
Yeah.
18 and Mexico for the draw.
Yeah.
Before when we know one more. So when you be a technical or a good shooter, the BI will be forced to create into the box. Now box scoring against and going past the blocks is so tough. So you'll be a technically and zone a message and your friend is zone 14.
Okay.
It belongs to 64 and number 10-4. A Casemiro dia. A sasso ya be the pele ni message so dia.
Okay.
A na dunga wo, a na Dishams wo. Your friend is zone 14. It is a whole be pa. When you born a shooting quality a couple, and this moment he was one of the most brilliant moments. And I'm a supporter of Argentina, so major World Cup me enjoy free. But Guillermo consider and who said no. It was to about it. What after net? Go away. So Guillermo overcome another World Cup at age 41.
Yeah.
Or beautiful memories at the Mexico 4. Away from that, and the games in Barcelona, my memory quickly now. Menza so emblem.
Yeah.
Once a Pep Guardiola kasa inti se me be kasa na me kasa with Kawadisa. Men kasa me ho for. Pep say venu ba kwa usuro Anfield.
Yeah.
Na Liverpool ni team ba kwa ne managerial career, especially England no ma ha ne pa. So okwa obi ano a na ehungu mu kakra. So this places more attention on why Pep after Carabao Cup no more serious, because when him say the shabre one only team wo gina na so afi oba patim nibia team sinibi timi gina ene ne bo e ma ne ye and I know share on the Spurs game no. It was toe to toe. I told you that attack and should even scare Man City team was sorry gina na so an attack of Javi Simons Colomwani. No, and of course, so like that top no cry man yet. But going through this game, a body tear space, But also share the game of Tia Newcastle no or we need no free one. In both cases, o change lineup on kakra even though the formations has been very the same thing. O share 4-1-4-1 way Capo and one of body Tia Newcastle 4-1-4-1 no. But you go to the lineup no. Share Maguire ne concern of the boy and Mateus Nunes ne already a ball completely children room and the demo. Rodri position no yebeba ho. How changing against Newcastle and about Semenyo Ryan Shaky Silva ne Itinore or left wing or no they Haaland at the top on switch on fire Newcastle you know Sherrod Johansson na Haaland top one so enso Silva Ryan Shaky one double number 8 also Shanenso. So this is Newcastle. Nunez our Honomo or really Honomo who's son of Edaso as a constant key. Natanaki Ababe replacing the partner Maguire. So purpose now becoming a coach here or analyzing because of the variety of the team munintino. Edin say what we are predicting. Formation the said on be say jiji na the ubenya. Na systems no e kwan on be fa so a on be adwuma formations no no. E be very tough at the amount. So Osha for the ne Tijani Renders and a boy back on who says a sign. Now Silva and Ryan Sure. Double number 8 to double number 8. For the net Tijani with the ability to convert to the number 10s. And now you only 8 you. But in road to be someone than a 10. By virtue of maybe original field so. So Pep is really going and I also Haaland Hososa or the Mama Mush and the but for Liverpool, lineups are switch in between 4-3-3 and then 4-2-3-1. But Liverpool the other day, a bit predictable kakra because of the conversion wa a 4-2-3-1 and 4-3-3 in term. Liverpool the no. So my general me say, Usha Liverpool the 4-3-3 in the Capo. From point about ball right back, but I can tell you, so Shomos right back.
Okay.
Now a ball from Paul right back and the vet McAllister Shomos a ball 3-man midfield and a Salah a Kitiki. Completely the final third no. This is something Mahu a dear free and a Cody Mahu dear free Liverpool and a slaughter. First of all, in the last 5 games, you know, Man City controls Liverpool so.
Okay.
Head to head na Liverpool 1-0, 1-0, 2-0, 2-0. We will say a war and the game is coming up at Anfield. Open game back to me at Man City assign table no so as old Chelsea Arsenal no as the chase is on a game we say Man City best in this game should be a draw. Yeah. Mama call Arsenal game no so. Arsenal a ball Sunderland on the old hostino and can you say tricky. But Sunderland kwa team back they defend from the front foot. The person say they press a lot.
Okay.
More pressure pa so when person Mikel Arteta and the boys commit a lot of errors much. First of all, you are leading, you are in a control of the Premiership. It's your conquer experimenting you be brace out your Calafiori Pierre Hincapi omumi enu profile necessary but difference will Calafiori more offensive or critique of football no dey kwa efe but against Sunderland Capo me sure say we hear defenders to back up our attackers no me I'll be going for Pierre Hincapi for defensive solidity. My ball no left back my ball Timber right back, my boss Saliba and Gabriel. It gives me that level of compact. I mean here what you more Raja better go position.
Yeah.
Back in midfield no because of creativity the ball control. But I have it because Declan Rice and Ezubmendi hono. Remember Odegaard and Mami Jija hono me Jija ball so. It's so pass will be crying out me who the hell Odegaard. This game when you very careful na Salan ekwa first goal pe. And look
the pressure of about one of the points in this game.
Yes.
Have a hard dream.
Salan your point was wow. No, Capo. A season Arsenal Premier League. It didn't Salan about best points in Emirates. It has to be an all-out win for Mikel Arteta and the boys. But I'm very, very careful. Salah may put the ball at the back of their net. And the who say Arsenal bit me consider. And found here you know. For Chelsea and Wolves, it's a second quiet party and a game of experimentation. Edema Liam Rossinia. It's a second treachery bishe. But we dear grow lose game way. Game way it's a second treachery bishe. Oh, they are there, you know. Yeah. Wolves obi should be up our table and check goals Wolves are considered a lot obi should be I'm gonna that last or form or buy a name pick the amount but who did least Now Wolves. Yes, and I know the pressure and back Liam Rossini so he has to go with the best lineup. Me, I think the 4-2-3-1 has to work for him. Wolves.
Okay.
Now 4-2-3-1 no make call for James at the right back, Kukuyera. Let's back. My centre backs in me and the they would have to be on my team sheet first. But the horn member last.
Okay.
The horn member last. And chance for him didn't make us. Double James and a Kuku. Number ball Kaisedo and a Enzo as double pivot. Number the Palmer Barber to 10. Estevao Neneto. Number João Pedro Lady line 4-2-3-1. But you're shilling. But you're shilling. Pabako dia kan ho achiro no
Chaloba
bia everybody but actually Chaloba be start many confidence o e wo Chelsea achiro no e bia Kuku James e stability ba but center backs in there. Look, I've always been telling you Ford no so ba bia wo hia ayokofa wo hia friendship wo hia chemistry and rhythm to function to the highest level 4 and 5 4 and 5 at the highest picking point of the rivalry between Abedi and Tony Abuakoshe. Tony was power, but me be a paya beshe. Abedi was skills, but me atwehwe akwakwashe. Omi no konto kwa chok animo kra wunu. Of 4 and 5, they have to be the best friends. Chelsea tron 4 and 5 for me who chemistry ni. Opponent in the case of attack bi nkwana, there will be some level of chances for the position. But Chelsea nyasha first goal pa. Goes to be more. So it's a Chelsea win against Wolves.
Okay.
The academy be so. Maybe time we will say Bezia we are.
Mati.
You hakapo.
Yeah, but to us.
Spain games so but me person we will come our Abraham so.
Yeah, but
if you ban time we be check the academy so Spain Serie A Bundesliga.
Yeah, for sure. Mokwana so enra say US Oja for MC Oja ne Hela for no.
Yes, Rolani Mokwana. Oh yeah, Juma pa.
He did a very good job.
That is why the Biamekase make sure say me person me premier ho. Na division 2 no. Division 1 makoji team said coach no Moja TV na to ho. Ya man for who am kase na won coach. Division 2 me coach me ko am for sha me bi.
Yeah.
But so the dimpanimfo na chia.
Eboa pa.
Eboa serious because me analyst. Ya winia me ba picture no me lusu a. Na me she coach na chi boko ne yeko. And you know, Rolani really learned the job from Picho Mosmani, and he's really honored the boss. Madrid Chamasa Dako Bafana Jumano. Look, North Africa, Wontumi nyadi and so many da. Bendi America Trono. Algerian Capo no. Omo at the quarter final.
Yeah.
League, you know, omo that first. Champions League, you know, or Bonatawe. No, he's doing well. He's doing well.
Mukwana friend ate visa brain na yamehwe say the super eat no and yamehwe super eat
yes
boys no week ni nyina o madidia ya mo dia so I think say back to back and run so enumere o masa afa bi nti emuye bro na the month of February no ye pa chese your dormant on
that's wrong mo nyanyoma bi 14th man kan
yes mo nkodi mu huni 14th no za mo ko especially
ye
behwem mo amhihye yi no so na ese ke chichire mo mo amhihye os no my mo ye ho adwuma na ese 14th ye ko bi agudem ana ndi wanti
wakasemo
iza ye go wakasemo sao Yoko.
Yeah.
T4 Juice.
Nah. From 12:30, the Premier League will start kicking off.
Yeah.
It will definitely kick off with Manchester United playing against Tottenham Hotspur.
Was it 80?
Oh. Now, I'll always get emotional whenever I share the video of Sir Matt Busby.
Okay.
And the Busby babes. And whatever happened during the Munich air disaster on 6th February 1958.
Yeah.
There's a reason why United are celebrating the 68th anniversary of that incident. And you could see the tears in the eyes of people, the commitment and a lot of things, SSRBBR. There was a specific video which we cannot play because right after the incident, Nipo Bay head coach the Manchester United Jonathan on him na OP for rebuilding a new squad. Na ujina ho for 5 to 10 minutes, he was not seeing Manchester United players or me new or Mokobobo. But definitely whatever he saw was an illusion of players now. Omoshiro Munkwa. Ewo Dominic a disaster name.
Wow.
There is a reason why United love to build their teams on academy. And the reason why it is important that United through and through, whenever they are there, they fight for the cause for my team. They say a bit to me, evolve any challenge they face. Because the Busby Babes were built. Team Nankasi built day. Busby Babes ne bimuku wuye or Dominic a disaster. A lot of them were players that have come through the ranks. After the incident, the club had to rebuild with some of these players also from the ranks of Marasi to the Ababedru. So in the face of adversity, United believe they thrive on 1, emotions.
Okay.
2, the ability to die for the match. And number 3, paying off the debt that was paid by the Busby Babes. So normally games, after celebrating such things, you know, we opponent now by also very careful.
Yeah.
Because it looks like the good luck ranks into it. A boom, bang, a boom, sa, the mawomo. Tottenham Hotspur team no Atlanta United and Nigeria watch it. 8 games in the year. Manchester United intimidation Tottenham. The better Munsu Mukrani say Tottenham Hotspur team here that way. As United they are qualified for Champions League. Which is say the number of years and Tottenham Hotspur go to a Munye trophy or Mukaria Munamudu United na day. The breakies are jinx.
Yeah.
What check league table ni dia. In terms of away teams or moyadi in the league. Tottenham Hotspur overall in terms of the league, baby omo danye because omo toso 14th on the league log. Out of possible points, also omunya from 24 games, no mukutemu 29 points. Now 29, no uti free Manchester United 41 ni more. That means United lead Tottenham Hotspur not less than 12 points.
Yeah.
Which is 4 games. But on the league log, Tottenham Hotspur is the 4th best away side in the league.
So my record here.
Omukuta 19 points. Meaning it say a fear omanya 10 points a pair.
So much most points no one.
Nemo mutu kwa na.
Omo ya de.
Ehono mo ya de.
Okay.
Ekwaji points no. Now this is a Manchester United team in the league. If you know Martina, no when your results be a poor, they are the 6th best home side in the league. What if you need bomb or tabo draw? Meboa.
Yeah.
What if you need Wolverhampton Wanderers about draw? Just maybe in the tenure of Michael Carrick or by no the first home game no day. Or share one share so or say why Manchester City in the day at the buy. These are 2 teams that have different pathways this season when it comes to their form and their quality. But I believe under Michael Carrick, there are 3 basic things he has done with this Manchester United team. Tottenham Hotspur are meeting a different breed. 1, this is a Manchester United team and they've remained much more compact than they used to be. Number 1, no. Compact nature say Oma reduce and Oma limit the spaces between players. Obenya spaces baby are driving in.
Okay.
Number 2, they've understood baby omona who are in the war and they are thriving on it. They are not focusing on their weakness. United nimso moment for new weakness. What did they mention as?
Yeah.
United nimso mu defense and so your weakness. Nemo mama who are in your attacking try on attacking quartet no more. It ya no anoma ho odin gina so. It ya show mutrim say o say 2 o say show 3. O say 4 o say show 5. Because you do me say attack na day. That is number 2. Number 3. Manchester United would say under Michael Carrick there is enough commitment in games to fight till the end. See we game now. It is only under Michael Carrick and no believe he said they will drive on to beat Tottenham Hotspur. But because you're player for player, I don't think Manchester United's midfield can match Tottenham Hotspur's midfield. And in terms of running on the pitch and off the pitch, here running back and to and fro, the likes of Kono Gallagher, Bruta. But Michael Carrick wins this game, and Capo, psychologically, it pushes United in further places to qualify for the Champions League. A very crucial, extremely crucial game for Michael Carrick today. A test of time.
Okay.
Washe City, good resource. Bakosha Arsenal, good resource. But Opetima wa any boogie side kese pa bako. And it Tottenham was there. And they will need to outperform themselves in getting the resource. Now you look at both sides and you ask the 11 Obiabe Midiaba. Now with Manchester United in this game, are you going to start Benjamin Sesko and also Obe started Brian Mbeumo?
Okay.
Which is dependent on the kind of defense you are facing. But say who face Christian Romero and Mickey van der Ven, you need to choose very wisely. Now, our probable lineup now is likely supposed to be Harry Maguire, Lisandro Martinez, Luke Shaw Dalot, Casemiro Kobimenu, Amad Diallo, Bruno Fernandes, Matheus Cunha, and Mbeumo up front. Now for Tottenham Hotspur, Ubenya Christian Romero, Oni Mickey van der Ven, Jacques Spence, Udogi, in the double pivot of Gallagher, Nepahina, intensity and athleticism. No technical, extremely technical brilliance in that particular midfield in terms of the double pivot. But two players are Omube Komrika Park Nesubebia. Ombefa Park Nesubebia. Then Papi Matasa, Odobet, Javi Simons, and Dominic Solanke. Now, Capo, Manchester United could look to ignore the midfield and play over Tottenham Hotspur's midfield to the attackers. Because in that particular midfield, in terms of controlling the game, you might think you have to. But if you are looking for players who are athletic and can press, with the energy, Tottenham Hotspur, Pahina, and Conor Gallagher, it is a partnership. Wontumi risk against tired legs, any legs with the Casemiro. I'm not saying he's not a quality player, but the energy and athleticism, Pahina, and Gallagher, they will press on the tackle. They will go in, especially if a track on Gallagher, the Nisi player, but also say tack away. The only way Manchester United gets into this game is the ability to use Lisandro Martinez as the free man whenever they are trying to build up. Now, in recent games, Lisandro Martinez about the Manchester United no, or for one if you chain up 20 years, 30 years, just one pass. His ability to break lines is very important. So if you have Pahina and Conor Gallagher against Kobimenu and Casemiro, there is a need for you to use the extra man in the shape of Lisandro Martinez whenever you are building up, especially so this is from back to front. And yes, sir, you need to put in Benjamin Sesko. Then the long balls you go in and you fight for the second balls. And the second balls too, there is Pahina and there is Conor Gallagher. This is not as easy as you see this game to be. Say
a normal game
where the United carry Kasha 1, 2, 3 Debbie. And now Michael Carrick, Manchester United about Manchester City, Meboa. Omo double pivot near one, midfield near one, Rodri no wine. Rodri ni Tijani Rendes, Bernardo Silva. Utievans Rodri ni Bernardo Silva. Then from Rodri Bernardo Silva no, Anomo Arsenal, near one Zubimendi ni declare Rice. And Ameboa. And Martino di Gladmo. Then Omo Arsenal re and Man United ball after Arsenal they've played one game ahead and San Boy. And I want to analyze the midfield and the kind of results Omonya. You look at Manchester United and this is the results, Capo. Omabo Fulham. Fulham no musia wine. Fulham double pivot to know. Didn't I make me know this uncommon? Fulham double pivot to know Sander Berge. Sander Berge. Any Alex Iwobi. Sander Berge. Any Alex Iwobi. Even if it was a midfield 3 for Fulham, now Sander Berge, Alex Iwobi, and Emil Smith Rowe. Now Alex Iwobi, absolutely brilliant offers a certain level of intensity, technical ability no wasro. And Sander Berge, he runs all over the pitch, tackling here and there. In the first phase build up, absolutely correct. It is the physical levels are Sander Berge, the ban Fifi, only Alexi Wobi. Anyhow, they face United and what they give Fulham. It was a game Fulham controlled many parts of the game. And I think that since Michael Carrick and that is one of the games about Muso Abrepa. But this one with Tottenham Hotspur, no, these are two mechanical midfielders are off the ball, they will be running helter-skelter to make sure somebody might pick the ball. The only way I see United in this game is not to allow Tottenham Hotspur centre backs, aside Lisandro Martinez being Nipa or the extra man United will build through. No, Man United will need to press Tottenham Hotspur not to build from the back, because we build it from the back. I don't think Conor Gallagher is press resistant. I don't think João Pahina is press resistant unless they build through. Obi to say Romero no about long ball with the passing ability, and I'm Mickey van der Ven. He's a proper ball carrier as a centre back. Obetima for ball no nipa be 3 or 4 no the room. In the Premier League, Washe goes be etesa back cry against Manchester United. Obeya assist or far ball no to train ya Old Trafford and about 2 or 3 minutes. Or do any one or ball to the last post. To the last post, no be ball to net. It United will need to press them, and if you are pressing them, they need to make sure they get the ball in that half. Tough game today. Old Trafford will be ready, but this is a game I don't think is going to be really easy for United in the last few games. I share Man United to win either half in this game, and I wouldn't be surprised. But full time win there. The half. Full time win, no. I think United will need to play above their levels today for us to see, and that is the two things I'm a aside the tactics, the emotions of whatever that comes from celebrating 6th February 1958, and number 2, the die-hard spirit Michael Carrick Bar United team no Odiaba. You need more than tactics to win this game, because Conor Gallagher ne Pahina ombe to American. You work so hard. You work so hard. Capo, on the United bed, I think anytime goal scorer in this game be Mbuemo for Manchester United. Anytime goal scorer, bet me so when you pay Mbuemo, bet me for Dominic Solanke in this particular game. And I think how Omo Peja Omo you're unbeaten in the last 4 games. Tottenham Hotspur you're unbeaten in the last 4 games. Capo, it tells you the impact of a player like Conor Gallagher after some Atletico Madrid. He has proven to be an energy or machine in that particular midfield. Add value. That is the player. Not United a penal for January now no penny loan. I supported it because he does his job so well. Juma so well. The intensity, the tackling. He might not have the certain respect as certain midfielders just because he's not technically brilliant. I agree, but I think in the Premier League, because then the technical midfielders will display. Man, you to win it half in this game. Okay. Then there will be Arsenal Sunderland. Newton attach on that bit. I think for Arsenal, we another testing time for them. Looking at what Sunderland did to them. Ewo move fear. And when Mikel Arteta press conference, say. And about 2:30 p.m. he expects the Arsenal fans to create a certain atmosphere. What I said, turn the atmosphere, do something, create something. He understands the little things getting to the end of the season and how almost supporters need to push you over the edge. Capo said the Biameka say who be painty. Arsenal supporters need share game nana say dream maybe na results ni nkoya no my di no mo yem shisho because someone who be there. But I've said something, said the fear of the past is about embracing it and moving forward and forgiving yourself and working towards achieving the best of it. Whatever Sunderland did to Arsenal far away in that game, no, Betima catch us supporters of Sunderland a ball game number 40%. Because whenever they had the ball, when Arsenal was even leading by 2-1, no more push your team, no, they should move on, But we our supporters no more now. Do they have the quality? Yes. I think in that particular game they also played so well and they complemented almost supporters and fans now more. Arsenal will need to play well to get their fans behind them against Sunderland.
fans in the Philly ball. No?
Arsenal
get them involved
from the onset. You see, some of these things, you don't fake it.
Okay.
Wontumi fake it. Automatically, it needs to come out. There are certain games that the way our best started proving how our supporters in the best original, so they can create the atmosphere. But after 3 kickoff, Arsenal will need to be on the front foot.
Okay.
They need to prove to their supporters because Sunderland is one of the worst away sides in the league. Show we no draw. But the last 2 away games were certain results. We West Ham I show 3-1. Capo. Brentford I show 3-0.
Now our Peli Gaji.
It is the away form ain't good at all. Ain't good cry. So I expect Arsenal to put in all their best in this game and secure the results.
Okay.
Bukayo Saka being fit or not. Injury situations to certain players be doubt this game very important. But I think for Arsenal, some of these games establishes them in a certain position. But now also Liverpool City. So the likelihood say City may lose points against Liverpool also. The likelihood say City may share Liverpool
also.
But you can't risk it because this is a big game. And so anything can happen. It is Shawdier.
No.
But for Sunderland, there are 3 key battles I'm expecting in this game. Okay. Now, Arsenal centre backs against Brian Brobbey. In the Premier League, Brian Brobbey is not scoring as much as you can see. But Capo, nebo boy ya, only ne bona your centre back Obre. Brian Brobbey gives you the old-fashioned, typical number 9 kind of play. Championship with the Elibino. Ya bobo on it longer. Set your bed down so no labor on it off. And the other players to come in and shoot and score. No, absolutely brilliant. In their last game, no more fear no. That Monday game, no more by 3-0. No. Share the real original boss. Digital centre backs so then no lay off Panya na bona kotonet or digital so near labor of Panya na kotonet. This is the kind of quality Capo say usia no one careful obetimi attention. So I'm looking for any Gabriel Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes. What will happen between them today? In between these 2 teams, the last 5 games, Arsenal 2, Sunderland 2, Arsenal 5, Sunderland 1, Arsenal 2, Sunderland 0, Arsenal 4, Sunderland 1, Arsenal 0, Sunderland 0. In the last 5 games, Sunderland intimidate Arsenal. Their best has always been a draw between these 2 sides. In another context of discussion comparing these 2 teams, in the last 5 home games for Arsenal, 1-0 against Chelsea, the Carabao Cup, 3-2 against Karata Mati, Champions League, Oma Lusu 3-2 to Manchester United, Oma goalless against Liverpool, and Oma share Aston Villa by 4-1. So in the league, the last 3 games has seen Arsenal win 1. Which was against Aston Villa. Almost sure by 4-1. For Sunderland, it will be interesting to understand almost side when it comes to our away form, which has been very poor. The last 5 away games, Omalusu 3-1 to West Ham, Omalusu 3-0 to Brentford, Omu winning on penalties against Everton in the FA Cup.
Okay.
In the FA Cup, and now we no crowd show a true penalties draw.
Yeah.
Then 1-1 against Tottenham Hotspur, then goalless against Brighton and Hove Albion. It is a match made in heaven for Arsenal to deliver results for their fans today. Bukayo Saka fit, Noni Madueke, coming up a player like Mandava, Nodi Mukwele will be at the side of this particular game. Leandro Trossard, Victor Gyökeres. The midfield battle will be there. Zubimendi, Declan Rice. Will you go for Kai Havertz or Odegaard as the number 10? In the absence of Mikel Merino, Havertz, Beben Finfiana. These are decisions that is going to be made by Mikel Arteta. But I think for a battle between Brian Brobbey and Gabriel Magalhaes and William Saliba is what I look forward to. There is Sadiki, there is Diarra. Diarra ne buy no be 2 goals. 2 goals no plan to back with own goal. But another one absolutely brilliant, arriving late in the box, a proper box crasher.
Okay.
On the Brian Brobbey born is setting ya no abano be pre born they are to net. Enzo Lefi, a technical brilliant number 10 player that I think and will be creating a lot of problems for Arsenal. They are ready for it. They will sit back in a low block against Arsenal. Arsenal will need to find a way to break them down, and that is when you expect players like Odegaard and Akai Havertz to step up from Robbie and Mobiano with how technical they are and intelligent they are to find the right spaces to put in the right balls and get Arsenal to win. Arsenal to win this game. That is my prediction against Sunderland.
For Arsenal against
anytime goal scorer, Meko for Kai Havertz or Victor Gyökeres. Now, away from that game, there's going to be Chelsea versus Wolverhampton Wanderers. Now, Capo, Liam Akokontokwa against Arsenal, no more trouble in this week, the English media. But I think in terms of getting results, he has proven himself. Say in recent games, our and only Arsenal national. Say Arsenal swashing me, not to us. That means Arsenal. We are seeing be to me. Say Arsenal one of the best teams in the world
for sure.
It is Washana. The rest of the teams he can cope with it. But one thing I've been happy with him here said there are certain results or and what the teams need to be at a more level. For example, the game against Crystal Palace. What question 3-1. What game against Napoli? What question 3-2. I'm watching West Ham watching by 3-2. But if there's something significant about the recent results of Chelsea, is their inability to keep clean sheets in certain games. Because to me, more Crystal Palace won't keep clean sheet. What about Napoli won't keep clean sheet? What about West Ham won't keep clean sheet? What about Arsenal won't keep clean sheet? In the last 5 games at Chelsea, against Pafos. And Chelsea keep clean sheet in the last 5 games. Now, for Wolverhampton Wanderers, this is a team that is dangling in relegation zones. In the last 5 games, only Everton about 1-1. Was it Shrewsbury 6-1? Only Newcastle about goalless. Man City are 2-0, and a Bournemouth are 2-0. If you know, there've been certain results because almost 6 to 7 games But in the last 5 home games, Brentford are 2. Washe West Ham 3, Shrewsbury Diana Mekane 6-1, and only Newcastle abo goalless, and a Bournemouth Aquacosheno by 2-0. In the last 5 home games, Omalusu 2, and draw 1, every need 2. 2 Lusu came against teams that are struggling like them. Wow. But they've always shown a fight against the big size in the league. United at Old Trafford against Liverpool. See, the kind of fighter putting it up against big size. But I think for Chelsea, they are in a very good way. So Chelsea win. Chelsea because the last 5 games between them, Chelsea 4-3, Chelsea 6-2, Wolves 2-1, Wolves 1-0, goalless. 2 wins for Wolves, 2 wins for Chelsea. 1 has ended in a draw. But this Wolverhampton Wanderers team, I think Chelsea, they have enough in themselves to fight. But open is safer for Chelsea to win either half in this game.
Chelsea to win either half.
Anytime goal scorer, I'll bet Marco for João Pedro against Wolverhampton Wanderers. Now, me I do my new thing in Manchester City, Liverpool. Watch out, baby, goals in the fair and that is a game I will say over 2.5. Anytime goal scorer, the Mohamed Salah day. No abetima for to say Ellen Haaland in this particular game against Liverpool. For the English Premier League, I've given you 4. Now in the Spanish La Liga, Barcelona will be playing against Mallorca. Barcelona will be against Mallorca and the game number for the Barcelona. Last season, almost try saying come over Barcelona in their quest to win the league. Don't buy a mobile highline, no more BSC, no more Shabasa Bakona Kofa, they're beginning in Kobebia. Barcelona are in their right form and their right senses to get good results against a team like Mallorca. I don't think they really struggle against them. Because the last 5 matches between the two sides, Barcelona 3-0, Barcelona 1-0, Barcelona 5-1, Barcelona 1-0, and 2-2 away. In the last 5 games, there's been only 1 draw. The rest of the 4 games in India, Barcelona are there. And Barcelona last few games of Mabono, they are also conceding there. But over results now: 4-2 Slava Praha, 3-0 Oviedo, 4-1 Copenhagen, 3-1 Elche, 2-1 Albacete. So penny risky, I bet Mallorca over 0.5 due to the rate at which Barcelona concedes. But to win, Barcelona will beat Mallorca and over 1.5 in this particular game. Anytime goal scorer, Lamine Yamal is in the form of his life. Rafinha, Boniyepa, there's Ferran Torres, there's Fermin Lopez. I think this is a game Lamine Yamal, or you can pick Ferran Torres in this particular to score. There's going to be Real Madrid versus Valencia. Top game. Valencia for results in a couple. Valencia toss of 16th on the league log. Only 1 point above relegation zone. Below about 2. Only 1 point above relegation zone. In terms of their away form or home form in the league, Valencia etoso 11th. Omukuta 17 points, almost 15 goals are conceded 11.
Very bad.
Very bad with their home form. Now, check it away form. Real Madrid is the second best away team in the league. Capo. Real Madrid are 24 points out of 11 games in the away games. So Real Madrid took about hard repair as compared to home form, because this season in the league, Real Madrid is the third best home team. But in terms of the away, I'm the second best away team.
To really for Madrid win, Madrid will score.
And no game we Emubayre pa.
And he is in Fama Madrid.
On say the 1 point now. Ama Valencia baby omudano. Ayere sunu na ama okuni mo aye style.
Because almost
free baby omudano.
Yeah.
Because omo hwe ni ya Espanyol mu nyina ba be say so mo yako. But the last 5 games between the two sides, Real Madrid 4-0, Valencia 2-1, Real Madrid 2-1, draw 2-2, Real Madrid 5-1. Real Madrid have won 3, lost 1 and drew 1 out of the last 5. Real Madrid to win either half against Valencia. Real Madrid to win either half against Valencia. Anytime goal scorer, make up for the Kylian Mbappe Lotin in this game. Mama 6.
Yeah.
There will be Le Classique. On Monday, when we come out talk about the story of RC Lens.
Okay.
They've been absolutely brilliant. And then between Omoni, Paris Saint-Germain, you 2 points. Le Classique in your match, I say who have been because of train must say 10 points. The question Roberto Di Zerbi Adumano and Timmy and Fosse and Timmy compete Paris Saint-Germain. But the recent results of Paris Saint-Germain will also make you question how they'll be able to come up with a convincing results in this game against Olympique Marseille. For them, this is another Le Classique to establish their dominance over Olympique Marseille, who believe on more club, it is their soul and everything. And Paris Saint-Germain for now, they be omudi omatem. They must scan on their cotoni nyinano. This is a time for to prove yakoso. So the last 5 games, 3-2 on penalty shootout against Marseille. Marseille 1, PSG 0, PSG 3, Marseille 1, PSG 3, Marseille 0, PSG 2, Marseille 0. Marseille has won only 1 game. That happened last year. Abraham bought the first leg. Marseille a show by 1-0. Interestingly, Paris Saint-Germain last 5 games has not been exceptionally convincing. When you Wakose Strasbourg 2-1, 1-1 against Newcastle, Washe Auxerre 1-0, Sporting CP Ashen 2-1. Capo, meaning they are beatable. And Washe Lille by 3-0. For safe reasons, I'll tell you, say this is a game my home or away to win and over 1.5. Home or away, double chance, home or away to win and over 1.5. Draw and time PM or no games in him. Draw and time PM. Anytime goal scorer, me call Ediama Osman Dembele or Mason Greenwood.
Okay.
With my fan in this regard. Mama say
7.
Mama 7. The last one, I mean for the Italian Serie A and Famao.
Okay.
Between Juventus home against Lazio, any Inter travel across Asolo. Menu na mema Juventus the end of Lazio fee.
So
Mauricio Sarri has not been convincing with this Lazio team. The results has been absolutely bad. And Omoshene Ochinano Mayera, Ombane Ochinano Mayera. For them on the league log, Lazio tosu 8 with 32 points. In terms of the home form, Juventus are the 3rd best home team in the league. Wamase 25 points. For Lazio, they've not been convincing at all. We are the 11th best away side. Couple out of 11 matches, 13 points. Meaning Lazio, in terms of away form, couple and so any and against a Juventus side, in their last few games, they've proven to get certain wins. But Oma lose 3-0 to Atlanta. Oma Shepama 4-1. Oma goalless against Monaco. Oma she Napoli 3-0. Oma she Benfica 2-0. As compared to Lazio, at their last 5 games, Oma she Genoa 3-2. Goalless against Lecce. Oma Como Abesha Omo 3-0. Oma she Verona 1-0. And Omoni Fiorentina abo 2-2. But the last 5 games between the two sides, Lazio Ashe Juventus 1-0. Lazio Juventus 1-1. Juventus 1-0 against Lazio. Lazio 2-1. Juventus 2-0. Juventus have won 2. Lazio have won 2. And 1 has ended in a draw.
Wow.
So I will say Juventus to win either half in this game against Lazio. anytime goal scorer meko Ediama Weston McKennie, who is in a brighter form for Juventus in the last few games. Capo.
Well, there's the Super 8, I don't know. Super.
Yes. And I think say the good na so beti ma fa bibi di aba.
Yeah. Sure.
I'm obi an wato na.
Because
say no the way a Neoma City mu ko no mu wi ma mu first can kodi 14 February na nhini nyina mo.
Munya abotre. Munya ne kakra. Say the emodi. Ugo di ni nyina we asema ba. Ti munya wi ana de bi ato.
Na me wo case.
Sa
yabafia mo case
o asembo
because
yabafia oba time bana oba time
because yama wo toado yama no 5 assistants
okay
yede nipa mako
enum ana amano
yebetime de o de yenti ni hu komo
oba time ba nti yentete ho na omra so o ye look ana na ye ba no
me sa asem no hu nya me
nti oba time bra o ba na
the reason why I have so much concern about this. The Kai.
Still
first question Ghana phone in Ebusa.
Okay.
Say I say JF phone in ye Otuadoni.
Every phone.
Because you can find 5. Some be ka the word that no ho dia e kire so mu nyuni.
So omu shemu kena.
Oh, say eno no wo. Say na make say mo say me bi.
Yeah.
Okay. Ya ba be chirim. What you say? The to so mienu. Omo hunu say ye ko a tournament. We need more backroom staff to exploit a lot of things because football need developing.
Yeah.
And they want to enhance it and enhance Ghana's chances at the World Cup. Correct.
No problem.
We'll come and have that discussion too. Number 3, Omo ya form money na no wan betwe omoka. Is it the government or where?
Government.
And we'll discuss about the reason why. For now, ye jitu mi say ye hwe sa no ma miensa we nyina Ghana fo nya abote na nke enkomransa.
Enkomransa na ye bibi se de
ye bedi bibi nkomo ye di nkomo.
Samu.
Ule mo bataye.
Ode ye ba so busia. Ye ba luka no so na. Ya to so bata na conversation
we do man say.
Ozo ere.
We say see was I cameraman count. Say
cameraman.
Say see was I
main cameraman.
But assembly ho.
Ngomo na ye de.
Bleach e betima botim bi wo. Kuruma.
Bleach e no e modu.
Ye kase bleach e bebo wa. Ti was why
careful. Ya sam kase e pa o. Bleach e de.
Enya de e bebo. Weekend way. Team B.
Yes, bleach e no say Syria. Syria yes bleach e.
Tina me say e bebo.
Almost in Kase, but this are happening every answer.
And yeah, as some will be
see.
Depend on Casa, no crowd, or no, be a movie, and you need be a movie. So, yeah, make it come, make it come. Watch your breaching as my job
is Syria, is a breach.
Okay. And your assembly babesi, our team beam.
Okay.
Or Sefilao, or Premier League.
Seri.
Ai ufa abua kwakwan
samate sana
abua kwakwan so abua kwakwan so
na do kodoma
timo go stars go stars se bi besi wo
prophet
tama me asam na make no asam na ba besi no owura kwasi adu bia wo bia yi wasum netie
ele nkaibo
Go
stars 0.
Aye.
You are
yes. Ankutaria Jinkratu if I come out boss. Say assembly ba be see Go Stars team nim. I best shock the good people of BBN and a Go Stars supporters. Omu se bofo ba ku be free team ni mako. Omu po obeko
player na.
Omu se bofo ba ku.
January
abawie yen side player bia but
they were ni muno
obi ba be free team ni makwa ba de asem kase pa de ba
coach ana
oka technical team no
sa
me de siwa Kumasi Asante Kotoko enhweye so mo fa Stars match ne fala they should be very careful.
and private professor why never the quotation akeka ho na
ti asemi
professor
is aduana for no
Bible say dem so gina ho no won hwe no anya dai ran wiase
the info ni gina ho
kotokofo ni gina ho omu hwe no man wiase omu ni mamena bia kwan bia omu nsisi na nsana
nkoba bia
amena bebre
nkoba bia
ode nka wate fi do ma no
ti wi dia mamenye na mamenye stories no na hunahuna ode say ya na ghost time for no bebeka omu coach asem ya asamba ye yo wuti ase ya na asamba
asembe no wonchire munsi
asembia suru ha ma
so ofi no beba ye ne enko ye de intio
mamidi kan chance from free Ghana
enko Ghana
Black Stars
okay also asemo ho
coaches na ya pom no nse na akomia ekeka kan sembi ochin a free Monday ko obeti minister nka
ababa bonti
obeti minister nka
onfo aso ana
a free Monday ko obeti nka
so ni mu hwe
obeti nka ofa edwado ti coaches na Ghana for they say you don't have ka uja fon no
uja fi am body
coach Oto Ado you didn't have ka ho no he is a coach or the Ghana qualify eco worker
twice
Shadrack mamba ko no mam coaches ni yan maba
over 18
the strong 18 also coaches ni
okay
na coaches no sa 5 year dai obia wadwuma oba bedi
okay
ti se bia won si apa coaches ni bia ka Oto Ado ho a ene so mbedi Oto Ado adwuma Ravera ne ba ewo na adwuma oba beye Kimlas ewo na adwuma oba beye
Capo boss
ai
ese me boss e promotino
me shamo
Jose Daniel Afonso no oya video analyst said ya new tente yayi opanyina ya fana Carlos no team physio ana wedi ya die mapa akwasi aya performance coach etuba mam 18 nyina na di wo mo nkomo say your technical team na dey kono
is your assistant coach too
na assistant coach
Alan Ravera and
yes
Kimlas
yes
am be 4 assistant coach
na be 4
okay
anyway
Sir John
Pinto any Desmond Affair assistant dada they say nya 4 assistant coaches and they call work
Oto no ne be
Oto na head
be kire say we
but obi anso wo die ntia ana before say ombe paw coaches we nyina no omuni coach Oto edi nkomo
say they on the number
omune Sanfa edi nkomo technical director no omuni edi nkomo eti ono ni nsa wo de wa haimu Fatau Dauda mo de omo wo dada
kola fo de odi ba so de a
ti hanse na odi wo ha no but unima de bi asi but ye do mo di na ba akapia be mo de ama
send a contract
info de tu omo
contract
info de tu omo ka
we be say me we
info de tu omo ka
em say coach there for I mean say head coach no dey ni pain em say visible to the public but omo wa see any dem nyini say so be
kotoko assistant coach your friend say Hamza
me Hamza pay but head coach no mitimi gazin be a head coach ji say but omo wa see any dey eno dey no so mitimi be keka do bi abeje
okay
and the asem bad ya
and the other now ye twema asema banza na ye de omuti kan ba betu dwa wana epia
za bind coach de
ko wana ya bind
tete nyina say coach bind any government
wana ya bind no
na bind no ne ho any omo
because new sika
o dem tie in a good terms will be abeti as
last time wadia the good people of Ghana
say Ghana
Japade it is a bibi be ma wo ma yehu de hu de said e bebo to the enfani so na fe ento aso eno U20 girls no ba ko be su ye 4 years ago ye ka say mani ye be mo $12,000 ama wo su sa ai mai eno wa be su pacho yɛmfa ni si hɔ afei ɛna Ghana Football Association president friend Kurt Edwin Simon Kraku enso ekɔkɔsa under 20 unim sɛ nyame admo da kyena yɛbɔ ɛde atia Republic of South Africa ɛnom game a ɛno etima todwa na saa game no a ɔpanyin kɔ yɛ no ano ne mayewa no enso ekɔkɔ di nkɔmɔ kakra ɛma bia nso etimi kɔ kama na yɛntie nkɔmɔ a ɔpanyin friend Kurt Edwin Simon Kraku ɛne mayewa ndiye.
To see all of you. We've come here not to show our support, but to reaffirm our support. For all of you to know that everybody in the country is supporting you on this journey. And everybody here includes all the national teams, and that includes the Black Stars. You see here with me are members of the Black Stars technical team. From Winnie to Desmond to Alan to Kim. Everybody is here to support your coach, your coaches, and your good selves. It also tells all of us and all of you how important this game means to Ghana. What we know is that Princesses is a very good team. This we know. What we also know is that this team has never disappointed Ghana. This we know. It's the reason why on Sunday we will all be very confident leaving our homes to come here and support you. Okay? The turf or the pitch you'll be playing on Sunday.
To Jananwachi and a Mariano also so add a message. I'm a Ghana for you say Obi Amre na umma support na omunsa musha stadium mama na mo show ma oh and ye sadi ebebwa pa ebebwa mo ama munsu etimetwe afra South Africa for so yentie sama Mariano and so the tuja after training.
On Sunday,
Julie, I was here for church. Yes, Sunday more support here. Was here foreign one. And we say, what support here?
Yonko Ghana.
Pacho Sunday more support here. Why?
Win Ghana.
Say Ghana.
Ghana to the world. Sunday more support here.
And the Mariano message and no and a Minister of Youth and Sports and so at the message at the Mariano say omutomatisa sumro ombomotisa adiebi sempo I address Jumedino Mokakodino Omohanimusa Omoso Abakono Mati Ghana for him na Bibianso etimi ako kameno and so etimi kakre free Omoso akachen so etimi da bedon komopi and also etimi da bentiwe aya nasa ministry no ha and Omoso etimi adiaba Omoshanimu sempo owura friend Kofi Idi Adams and na pamfo nyina eso mo hwa no se Sunday wo mbe wini na bibianso atimi akokama na enno Charles Taylor ekokodi nkomo bi enso e wo Sporty FM na Charles nkomo kokodi anya ne se ose yedi kabisa ne se na ogidi se juju e wo football anos juju dia e wo football mu pa na sometime ana obo Asante Kotoko no hasefo ko papa bi wo e wo Asante Mampon se omonkonko se no se beya Chastela no ne modemo no enko kamakura ontimi nse go kura yentie nkomo no se de Charles Taylor ade tuda
bana na confirm yem na me confirm
confirm says or a person say
o say me yes o person say me anka me no tiwe si anka me sorry na me na ho kese pa o twa no mtwa mo jaguso Asante achim ai Asante Mampon papa awuna ne no ma wa metum dia ma no wa outbit my friend no aka bi a kire me twa ntonto obi so da me ko me ni police ni na ko me yese police ni ye obi a me ne nam keke onum so police ni wura dem no osu ya de mabo si ase bosundan ena obi oye na adwumani ena me ball picture ena omode iron rods abu akrepo me ena omutwa moja otwa akoko guso ba wose ana ne ya se oye misa ono papa wona Sport FM
kakra opanya fan Charles Taylor wono enso de kokotu jana unim sa na ntwimu na Capo aba de ma sa Dortmund for no one person omo launch academy enso etimo Ghana amparampa ni ampa enti ene an officially omo so etimi launch wo academy no enso etimi e Ghana ama to chano so etimi ko kama na akadana ya fan Karim Adeyemi ne papa enso etimi e ba dwumadie na se no ba ya no ano di komo ade akyere Ghana for na say we are happy simple the channel say club by fan Dortmund and they omabie academy enso etimi el Ghana yentie sama enso odi tuja
As a nation, my relationship with this nation began in Dortmund after making acquaintance with Isaac and the Shooting Stars team. I saw his shared DNA. As a fellow academy owner in Nigeria, I know exactly what it takes to bring a vision like this to life. It requires more than just a pitch and a ball.
Nessa no answeti ya komo kakra Karim Adeyemi me pato ono so ne papa eri tuja ya don sempi ano so etim dam ya tie for life on the show na mame frontier tie from sa unim sa sesia me no kasai okokopiemo ano anso etimi ewo FA Cup na eno ana weekend ye bo obi anya obia sa ana de tensa ya tuni den na okokopiem anso etimi ewo no games eno so tin to dwana eno ne kokko efunu announcement my 11 wonders hey atrom divisa omo 11 wonders etrom 1 2 3 4 wa brother so much antimante sakana ya don sempi ema ya tie for branch friend Alfred Amwa Thomas Otri Osman aya Ganiu Samson Precious ya aya Jima wo enenya goals no anom anso etima atam divisa ema bians etimi ko kama na ye kan se nyina no so da kan me ene games a eba so anechna na ukokopiem anso etu abrankasia dia chano sam games out anase game ba ko betodwa enesi sabse wo me swedro All Blacks and Apple na unim se Kasimo Kansi Mengel a former coach Adama Nation Service papa says on the coach Swedo All Blacks over Dr. Committee Sports Complex now after say ono Bible and say and nobody game no we didn't come bebre and so at the afana game and also 8 to the ancient sama Okansi Kasim Mengel at the atuja
for matches we are only prepared very high unless you have some man that's football. You don't have an excuse to do. You have to go and play. We are doing well. We are cooperating. We are finding it difficult, but they have to adjust to it. And if you support the team, pray for the team.
Sweating me a kakre from and sweating daba. Shoba Aristika. One a coach Adama aya Diana Stars. Na Shoba also on Kotoko game no. Also players there obi are ready. We be are ready na nyame aduma. We will be see ama wansania si nyame aduma dachna na abroko tom radio bare no e dachna. Yintie sema openi di tuja.
Too much in the training, is working hard, is listened, and let's see Sunday who is play good football, win the game.
Coach, tell us your team news. Any changes from your last team? Any injuries, suspension? Let's hear from you.
No, the problem is not the problem. I am very happy. No have any player injury. No have any player yellow card. Let selection the best player from this game, and the player need understand.
Any changes from your last team? Any injuries, suspension?
Defender, and so etimi Adama Diana Stars team say Kotoko omu kra na Kotoko fonso usromo entichina de besi and so el Baba Sports Stadium.
Stephen me aduma me gidie na oso hu no me de pass oso hu because Kotoko no yensuro mo eno omo so nsuro enti yekohia sa na ma game no ai different enti nyame ya aduma ye be pese ye mo no e be buru Kotoko so am ye scoring no ai ye hwe no ye nsati maka
nti nyame ya adom ayi ko yikotoko afiri nti ye supporters no bia nka na koma nto mu yam no mo fa support no ye de nkoso anta ya chi nyame ya adom ayi dinkunim de be fi kuma
ya from Porcupine Tertiary wo mo say otena de besi no wo mo ewo eye assembly o mo kan de akire aduanafo because wo mpeso mu twa aduanati esanse sabi wo mo de o mo susu se ball no ye ba aduana yo dan ye ntie nsema o mo so de tuja ansieti ya kakra o mo de abanti sanete anti kotoko foro ai o jama mo bono na opanyina amawie na opanyina fe no na amanko FIFA so ni no one ne bra so monitor show no FIFA ne sports it say you kwa yo hene and yes yeah anti say kwa yo wa nana anti won so nana so monitor program nana monitor ewo omo joy cam anti wo monitor or joy cam faces office one man oh it's the answer to kanti ochina de
Steve Obra. Okay. That's it. My Steve Obra now. So Eddie Amana. What we said in your China game a basso now for the Black Stars of Ghana. Taking a cut. What's I do is so called UDP over tight. Yeah. Only Amados. Steve. There's only a cameraman echo. Steve. Yeah. Go. Yonko na omata de odine chia.
You see, who the list of technical men yeah announce it and already the release come here. Say omoba abebo omo hodada ama ejuma now. Also omo ye no mo atimi ani, but there are some names hodada na Amu provided some support services at the Blasters and that, but I feel no more official. Yeah, and I understand say most of them also on a contract base for the World Cup until just after service. That is some of the things that okay. But the modern game, no, it demanded technical team. You were a very big, a bit more large technical team members. They were actually throwing. Yeah. Na mi nim se throwing actually ho nti mi nim ba bia franka manko awo nka throwing kwa the whole world obi na obeto no set piece corner kick ni nyina efa. But the most important thing is I think sometimes I will say you can no tum kakra ni ehwe de ombeti mi de ya boy because all that we demand of them are now from the technical team then say they will go to the World Cup and perform to the levels that name say Blasters performing. Yeah. That is to get out of the group stage. Call the knockout phase. I call the quarterfinals. No, I don't know. But to talk of a large backroom staff and as a technical team, it is a norm in the modern game. It is very usual. Games you check the most successful World Cup teams or check the best teams in European continents, South American, most of them are very large backroom staff. Yeah, but maybe there knowing about football now, the modern game, any kakra yes found I won't condemn the appointment. Okay, but I will only wait for the results. Women who here, they have to be part of the technical team because Obiajuma Oyebiayachewaha. Yeah. Team physiotherapist, performance coach, assistant coach, and video. Into any in I say. Yes, you hear more game, no. So we did a modern game nature. Yeah. These are people who here. Like Ghana for so Dawson and Nipa no to adu ntimi adwuma no na as a kasa no say the work can ya Dawson so man for say as a coach no ohia mo pa. We now down to communication. Wontumi radio. Se ne Ghana ya kasi introduce bibia yenye known or used to Sadia na. It will be met with apparel. Nipa bebre ebonyo so be kasa fa ho. But it's down to explaining ade kro na anasa na montu na opese otu no oba fam echire mu man crofort ase
here good PR.
Yes. It is all down to communication.
Okay.
Say ye be chire mu ye ni enti a akoba se we was so be sha no bo Capo man ye adwuma we. You need to justify. Yeah,
say no no cry no much share this money fair after say almost or pay another coaches no and na Henry chair said this money no na juma power de ma otoye set pieces it was a set piece about Ghana bomb match almost na this money sorry if it's corner it is free kick penalty be near there it was already game na basically on set pieces but in said this money fair the account was an assistant coach but was in a juma pa there or yema oto adoni set piece but ni enim nti boils down to the good PR now okay no mu chire ya ye beti ase
yeah football no you nim in one way.
Okay.
Yeah football no the Ghanaian population I understand the football in one way but I evolve it though the same game same 11 players but anema be brabishim. So you need to speak to people. Now I explaining the NTN football no you say set piece coach Abba. Oshe mema Spain national team of course so beka say ebia omo contract no beka say bia listening also but there are people in the background that Luis de la Fonte Juanjo Gonzalez Bia won Juma
okay
inti we ne de omo ehu hia wo football nim ehu hia sese omo ba we need to have such people but chiremu chire Ghana ni ye na wanti ase
okay
and they go introduce bibi fufuro bi aba game na the onim ball no from tetene bega say ayi I do am time now when you want to budget na that's how far the game has evolved. Video analyst no cry you want to top your match analyst and your opposition analyst. So what I say inti no cry so call down your own baby inti no bet me nya be 3
okay video analysis
one team bet me nya 3 your performance analyst. So what I say Anna your performance coach
and they have
they say Tarek and I say oh the mama fa Lord amwa oh yeah there onimbo no bo timi surgery baby and the final delivery process
bad
performance coach ni be say how our planting will left foot no and until our cross no nkosa ni our person no speciality no
onu say bi ni Pepe Richardo Charles Pepe no na friend bi na coach Kwekuchum onu
no say yeah ni na game no abrofo na mo hwe o mo say some of the players paid for these services but they are new to the Ghanaian so communicate well to them anya say adwene no beka say ena oto adokro onya de na mo san kofa na Ghana ebe boka
that's the mindset.
But the fact that omunyina technical team in say a tournament will be a koji appearance fee. So what I say. Inti ebetima ka so you be too can be Capo na work camera we ebetima yes adwuma no. But inti me employing but the fan for that short period of time. Renting the services at that period. So what I say. But omo we ne so ne de bi ma adwuma ma Blasters na dada.
Okay.
But because a major competition on mo konti e be hia so mbebo mu di a kire say we say no okay we Dortmund hona na oto ado hon we nyina bi wo ho anya Arsenal na last season omo na Real Madrid Declan Rice ball free kick share set pick coach Bejina out to say on na is I know so on cross you see they have that in here but and I do one na bench into where who omo a we no be say be about 3 be bench omo maka no they are communicating into a new to the Ghanaian the Ghanaian in sorry say oh you did that you don't have to shut that person up it is on to you to explain to them why I was a way more eba any jumedia or
media magana.
So what I say, it's me may change the end results. May change the end results because we make a walk.
So I'm going to
official team this was scout.
Yes.
Scout for somebody.
Yes. Inti Enfane say Coach Prosperity anase Enfane say Kozito Ghana Oko Cup no afane say one of the scouts and chese okoji appearance fee anase you could to an kebi.
Yeah.
So what I say or na dwuma bi o ye but in the period ye penny service there bibi.
Yeah.
So what I say ebi omo be agree say bia pay them no say na major
and as a tournament na ye kono say na me charge
because government no better say the number of contingent am fan ko omo hu sika no mutua any other course FA no cost
FIFA so the number of
FIFA permit 50 people for the tournament players and the technical
team
extras na be wow ubetiaka enti emaye fan say and you see baby a disca pa Ghana hana enye ball no mu but I say yeah sports na very vocal o dey fire to omo ya morning show yeah sports no yeah morning show come boy to akuye
any ampa international sports minister so mba no mo bre no
yes because yeah no be so from anopa to anopa kosi anajo
sports of course so
what I say
watch na dey kura no be say
yes
inti sikana ko football mu no so we sika bi e cut down the drain some sectors inti I don't say presidency ni omo wa come react sika bi enkrofo bi send over bi na ayi ekusi sigu mura mu e ka say na aboy
project
say bia $2 million
housing we housing
saglem dangurem you see into scanner pa there
maybe we didn't know
but when the any season be a bar yeah tia naze I'm not supporting say in niska or ya juma no moko any yeti omoka players na decided say this is what we take and penifo ministry agia to say then okay you betia and the services no corrender and utia ka nyese obi di obi siga ba baby ye this kind of pa ya na sa ni bre no anya ho we mu ne de dabi enti wara political way for no omo bana mo kasa bebre a unse ya na omutim wo so sa because so omo tena se cabinet no mu sika e kwa ha ewura na we ni de chicken change nti wahwe omo poshana wahwe omo poshana so ena NDC for ba omo de omo ntua mo nyese ba omo ba omo nkasa ena MPP for ba omo so ba na eye so we need quality me blaster work up here ye koi see failure be me ya
see ko boy homode
I was see ko na ko boy homode because the fiasco occurred in 2014 yentimi anya 2018 yenya 2022 yankoye hwe. Now comes 2026.
Chance number.
Yes. Into what's here now walk up when see a walk up a 4 pass or qualify from a group. Because 48 teams. You top 2. Uriani say 8 best. Third place. It is a way pa when to me and quite qualification. I don't know what else are. So on the technical team side, I feel say any can say is part of the game, but I agree the FA has to explain it very well to the people of Ghana. Now Kotoko Diana game, a must watch. A must watch game. A must watch game. I will say Obia Hebi.
Okay.
Adiana Benya a draw. Our league in the first league. In fact, on that day they played so well. Remember Adomako Boateng, right side. Seydou Sana in the middle. Alex Boache, Anochi Bedu. You see, I love to see faces like Anochi Bedu in the league. The way I all carry the personality over time. Wabo league nache. But so commanding a lot of respect. Look at how he spoke. I see in Suru yes, giving credit to both teams. So a game it has a lot at stake. Kotokone Coach Karim Zito would have to respond in the best of ways.
Okay.
Because Sir Okokpando was hopes to chase down Mediama for the league. You can't lose by that margin and expect a poor reaction.
Okay.
Inti Nyame Adumo China a game it matters more than any other thing. Game we create here has a game never so the following weekend.
Okay.
I know say team now prepare very well. But oh yeah, a lover of Ghana football. Now you'll be out Ghana game na dawa koma so. This is a game I also will make it time to watch. Because meaning say tempo of the game from start to finish. Ebe on the very high note. Tempo of the game no bakosro. And the two coaches would have to come into action. Where you are a gamer, so coach and the tactics right, decisions right on the field of player. A bit team no. Now two teams in our chances of winning a silverware no. Capo, a year slimmer and slimmer.
Okay.
Chances of Adriana and Kotoko winning silverware this season a year slimmer and slimmer. Because league, you know, a chance last weekend, send Combe closer to 5. Or drop a point. There comes the FA Cup. Kotoko defending champions. Baroshe, the quality they possess. Two teams in India were qualities team.
Adriana for quality.
Capo, so if you've taken time to go through Adriana team, no, and some vital away victories you would then appreciate as I make about Adriana Stars. On my idea this season, they picked the win away at Pando. Amoko far away or Amoko Hohoi Echo Winnie. Into your team now are strong. Emmanuel Marfo, Abubakar Adams, and
Sedu Sana.
And yet easy game number bono. And I made Kotoko boys in Sudi.
Yeah.
Samba O'Neill, Hubert Jehu, Albert Amwa. The guys are always poised for the game. Into two sides, and then you now will go at each other. Into a gamer, if you really love the Ghanaian game, when a gamer, you need to be at the stadium. Your TV so awesome.
Stadium never.
You need to be at the stadium because you as journalists, you know. Me matching baby. Don't do na radio ni TV so no. Mo nye journalists. People present it and you talk about it.
Okay.
But the journalists you dive into issues.
Yeah.
Most of us no cost stadium players ni come asem no. To can say you are hyping a player. No. Question a life. Say do sana ya kan asem. Prince Bedu ya kan say. Hubert Jehu ya kan asem.
No more than mono.
Men yen na china bi o nya opportunity your friend
blast what now some true for na hype
fine. Enyo obia na yen sentro ni. E bi yen senkayefo. And e bi yen sentrofo. So know the difference. So this is a gamer. I need the journalists, not the talkatives. The journalists to be there to watch the game and appreciate the Ghana League na yebono. Okay. A tough game, but trust me, situation they will do everything to qualify. They will do everything to qualify this round because that humiliating defeat. You know, when last did you hear Kotoko game and 3? They lost by 3. Now born and yet. Yes, until they would want to make amends ahead of us for game. They are tough, but if I'm to go in for a prediction, I think Kotoko will edge this one. Even though Emma easy, because Adriana Bemo a very tough game. Yes, but I see Kotoko qualifying.
Well, me that say Steve Ochnanya me adoma wa Rack Sports Stadium. You ever na you ever hear match no Kotoko and Adriana big game at the Rack Sports Stadium. Ochna e on 7 no you ever na Dr. Amuzu abeto aso na afi abo ye nkomo ye wedi nkomo pa